need them. Oh god, I'm in here. Everything's gonna load for like a metric century for a bit. I need time. So if I move right now, everything's gonna be like jitterbug. Jitterbug. But it takes a little bit and then everything is fine, which is so weird to me. What crafts are you mining? We're mining all of the crafts. But the first thing we're gonna do is make Dilzik viciously sick by going up this ladder. Because this is, or the staircase. That's what I've decided to do with my existence. Thanks. Like, who decided? Oh god, this is so bad. Oh, alright. It's so jitterbug in the beginning. And then it smooths out. I promise it smooths out.
Ben, Messiah's up early.
Yeah, why are you up so early, Ben? How are you? I need to move the chat. Is it over there?
I'm probably gonna have to get coffee.
You haven't eaten your coffee yet? I want to get you coffee in game. Because that's what you live off of in real life. Yeah. Am I full? Oh. So I went into a dungeon at the end of the last stream, and I grabbed a shit ton of stuff that Dilly is going to have to utilize in the town. Oh god, it's so jittery. Ugh. Yuck. Maybe if I lower the, Oh, simulation distance? What is that? Let's lower that a little bit. Did that fix it? Oh my god, it did. Oh no, it didn't. Okay, just kidding. What is going on? Why are we lagging so bad today? Graphics fancy?
Check your processes and make sure Elden Ring closed down.
Think Elden Ring didn't close down?
We're having that problem.
Oh yeah, we were. What is OpenJDK platform binary? Is that this? Yeah, that's mine.
Yeah, sounds like a process.
Because for some reason that's eating 70% of my memory. Darling. I just wanted to let you know.
Tiger.
Oh, I want that. We can see. Oh. Alright, so what I want to do is take this bamboo, like this. Oh my god, it grew already. Mine colonies? No, we're just doing, we have a few mods that make the game more fun. But Mine Colonies actually broke for us in multiplayer, and the only way to fix it is to actually have me make a server, which I'm not doing.
Not right now.
Not right now. So we're gonna wait until... So Mine Colonies naturally has a lot of habit of fixing their shit. And while it's not necessarily their fault that it's not working, I have a feeling that they're gonna have a workaround eventually, and we'll be able to go back to it. So I'm not deleting that world. We are currently... I have a whole bunch of mods. Modded multiplayer for 1.18 kind of whack in general right now. Yeah, it has a nasty habit of just randomly not working, and we don't have time to, especially during a stream, to stop and go and stop and go. I can actually link the mods that we're using. Hold up. Fuzzy nuts. Because I had to send them to Dilly, so these are the mods that we're using right now. I like how there's just no villagers in this village, by the way, honey. I'm a little bit sad that Pam's Harvest Craft is no longer a thing, by the way. I don't know why it's no longer a thing, but there are other mods, obviously. It's just really sad to me, because I really liked Pam's Harvest Craft. Wait, really? No? These have to be planted in, like, actual tilled soil? What? Farmer's Delight is an excellent replacement. Yeah, that's what we have. It's nice. It's just very weird to me how some plants require to be in tilled soil and some don't, and there doesn't seem to be a rhyme or reason for it.
Okay.
There's also Croptopia. I think we have both Croptopia and Farmer's Delight on. So maybe it's because we have both. It'll all be in the mods section of the Discord. Says a few mods, has like 30, but understandable. That's you. We used to we used to have like 100.
100 what?
By modded Minecraft standards, that's just a few. Yeah, that's literally not that many.
You never had 100 mods. We had like 40 or 50 before.
Honey, I'm talking about when we played with the other people. That was like 100 mods.
Yeah, that was more than 100.
That was, the game didn't even load. The one mod pack I had is like 200 to 300. Yeah, it's, yeah. Is it just on my end, or is the stream a little weird? Yeah, it's doing this weird jitterbug thing. Oh, being quirky and random? Okay, no. I think it's because I'm streaming it and playing the game, which I've told Dilly we can't do, and then he was like, let's just do it. Dilly didn't want to get ready this morning, and I was very gung-ho about getting ready. Granted, my love could always host the server.
No, because we have to restart.
I'm not like other streams. I'm not like other girls. I'm quirky and relatable. I'm saying it just makes the stream quirky and not like other streams. Oh. Oh, you haven't been here this whole time? Honey.
No, I haven't.
I just thought I couldn't find you. Dilly's been addicted to Elden Ring to the point where I have to like kind of drag him away from it.
I turned that off a while ago. I've been trying to get this one.
What was wrong with it?
I'm trying to get my video turned on.
Your video turn?
I'm trying to use the graphics pack.
Oh. I've been dealing with the cockroach situation all day. Josie, you need to calm down, honey. Getting a cockroach in your house is not the end of the world. It happens. It sucks, but it happens.
She had one roach.
She had one roach. That is not a cockroach problem. A cockroach problem is you turn on the light and like 7 run away.
And 6 skitter up the walls.
Yeah, like... One cockroach is not a cockroach problem. It is, oh, I saw a cockroach. I live in the woods and cockroaches are normal for me. Yeah. Capture them and make them do a boy band dance group. I mean, you can always do that. That's a goal. My apartment is 180 square feet. It doesn't change the fact that it's not a cockroach problem. It is literally one cockroach. Dilly and I, how many years ago was that? Where we had cockroaches? Because of the neighbors?
2 years ago or something. 3.
We had anytime we would turn on the coffee maker, they would be there, like hanging out, doing their thing. And then one day they were just all gone. And it was like, oh, okay, good. That's great.
They appeared out of nowhere, and they stuck around for about half of a year, and we kept trying to get rid of them.
And then one day they just...
Mom Zick kept on saying it was our fault because we left a dirty plate up for like an hour or two.
Yeah.
Like, what?
She's like, well, you see that plate over there? That's why you have roaches. I'm like, that's not why. That one plate over there is not why. I have wood roaches and they're like 2 to 3 inches long. So we very frequently in the basement, and I say very frequently, like once a year, I'll find one big roach, just one roach, and it'll always be one that the boys killed. And I think they're coming up through the sewer because we have that one drain in the basement that goes directly into the sewer. Which sucks, but like, what are you gonna do? But he's a big, like once a year I find one like this big, and I'm like, what the fuck? What is
California size normally?
Yeah, those are not fun. Like, I'm not enjoying that. I'm not down with that plan. I need more trees. I have an issue with my fridge and it leaks, plus the building is doing renovations. I guess that's where they decided to launch. Yeah, no, they're probably scared of the renovations, and they were like, "Oh, look, a place that's quiet."
Roaches don't feel fear.
Yes, they do.
They are fear. How can that which is fear feel fear?
Well, so they probably were like, because roaches don't naturally like people. So if you're constantly around, they're gonna just leave. And roaches are not aggressive. They're not gonna bite you. Well, they might. I mean, if you get the ones that bite, but they're not gonna try to bite you. They poop. Yeah, they're not very clean. Nobody's gonna tell you that having like the roach itself are clean. The roach itself is clean. It cleans itself. But no, I mean, the poop isn't clean. No. They're not the hissing roaches from Madagascar. Yeah, they're not. You'll be fine. Oh my god, you'll be fine. Just freaking out. Honestly, if that's what you have to deal with, just be happy. You could be dealing with, like, scorpions.
Ew.
Yeah, like, you don't want to deal with scorpions. I hate scorpions. I think scorpions are, like, next level irritating. Because a scorpion, depending on the type of scorpion, will put you in the hospital. A roach will be gross. Like, let's keep it realistic here. On the scale of 1 to things that I would like to move out because of, seeing one cockroach is not the end of the world. Did you just blow up?
No, a creeper that was crawling up the side of the mountain just blew up.
Did it destroy things?
Yep.
Can you fix that? My grandma grew up with freaking tarantulas. Dilly had a black widow in his apartment and got bit by it.
California has black widows everywhere.
That's terrifying to me.
You see them all the time. They're like creepy too.
What does a black widow like actually look like?
They're really bulbous. They're really round, bulbous abdomens with the red hourglass shape on them. But the rest of them is really thin.
Oh yeah, they are. Ew. They're really ugly animals.
The
Like,
hardest part
they're
about
not
this,
big either. They're the size of your freaking fingernail.
yeah, they're small, but they're creepy. Their poison isn't deadly unless you are
Venom,
a
dear.
baby or really elderly.
Venom.
Or whatever, they're venom.
Or
But
if you have a health condition.
It is painful. Very, very painful.
Is it necrotic?
I don't know.
Is it
I don't know
necrotic
what
like
that
D&D?
means.
Where it starts... The skin starts rotting off around it?
No. That's a different spider that does that.
Because that is a thing.
That's a brown recluse.
Yeah, that's the ones that live around here. No, that's a brown recluse, yeah. That's the ones that lived around here, but you just never fucking see them. And they're super scared of people. To the point where if I had my hand next to a brown recluse, it would see my hand and be like, oh fuck, and just run.
The easiest way to identify a brown recluse, from what I've heard, is that they can't jump.
They can't jump?
No, they cannot jump.
That's
and
weird.
They cannot climb on walls.
They can't climb on walls? What kind of spider can't climb on walls?
A brown recluse.
I feel like they, failed spider training. Maybe that's why they're a recluse. I kind of feel bad for them now. Like, all the other spiders were picking on them. They're like, oh, look, it's brown recluse over there. What a loser. Ha ha ha. He can't even go up the wall.
They might be able to jump, I think. I know they can't climb.
Or jump. They have a violin on their back. Well, I mean, at least they're musical. Honey, I got avocados.
Avocado.
Hey. I feel like we make that joke every single time. Is this what it's like to be old? You just say random shit.
No, because you do that anyways.
Yeah, I do that. So, when Dilly first got together with me, he did not realize that my parents, or my dad especially, was like that, where he would just say shit. Just say the first thing that came to his mind.
What? I didn't have any thoughts towards that.
Really? I thought you thought it was weird that he was just like randomly saying shit.
No, because I would do that, and I've had friends that do that.
Love you. You have the cutest face. You want to get me coffee?
No.
Avocado toast for the gays. That's what we had for breakfast today. I felt so frou-frou.
You know, one of the real reasons I realized today, one of the reasons why I've been making avocado toast at least once a week is I keep buying an avocado, and my intention is to like put it in a salad, and then it doesn't go in the salad. And I have two options: find something to use it on, or throw it away. And I hate the idea of throwing it away because honestly, I have done that quite a bit in the past.
You have.
So I've decided to start making avocado toast instead of throwing away the avocado. So I've been making avocado toast at least once or twice a week, especially if I forget that I wanted to make a salad with avocado in it. Because then
good.
it just uses it up. Yeah, it's pretty
Dilly
good.
made it my egg over medium, which was super
I was
yummy.
trying to make the yolk slightly runny, and I didn't. I kind of left it in too long, but it was fine.
I like when it's hard. Over hard is my favorite, but over medium is my close second because nobody ever knows how to make it. Oh my god, Dilly's same, and it goes then soft, and I have to make guacamole.
I don't usually have the cilantro to make the guacamole, and I don't like guacamole without cilantro.
I like cilantro. I used to think cilantro was the same thing as parsley. Before I met Dilly. This wasn't like when I was a child. Yeah, I was like, oh look, it's... At the store, I would just be like, why did they call it different things? I thought it was just like, you know how they sometimes call alligator pears avocados and avocados alligator pears? I just thought it was like that. I just thought that was just like a different word for it because I couldn't tell. And then Dilly's like, no, there's also flat leaf parsley. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's like, and it's used for different things. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I like the flat leaf parsley. I don't like Italian curl.
I make perfect fried eggs and boiled eggs. Really? Boiled eggs? I mean...
Boiled eggs is just like a hard
Yeah, it's just a hard-boiled egg. However, like, I wouldn't think of somebody
if you don't
making
do it
that
perfectly,
well.
If you don't do it perfectly, the yolk goes gray or greenish.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Visually, it's not as appetizing as a perfectly golden yolk.
Oh, that's just how all of my hard-boiled eggs look.
It's just timing.
I am a busy man. People are lucky to
I
have
literally
the eggs
made
that I have.
4 perfect hard-boiled eggs like last week.
Alligator pears. Yeah, they're called
Without a
alligator pears. That is like another word for a for an avocado. Can't speak. Wait, really? You didn't know that? Oh yeah, no, that's a thing. That is a real life thing. But don't they like tend to be smoother alligator pears when they say that they're alligator pears? Like, because I've seen smooth avocados. They're like a slightly different color. I don't know how that works. I don't know. I'm not a food expert. As you well know, because I didn't know what flat leaf parsley was. Never heard of it either. You know, shit makes the world go round. I really, really like... I've told the egg story a million times, so we're not going to go into that. However, I do really like eggs. And there... I don't know. When Dilly makes breakfast or dinner or something, and I get to eat it, it's kind of one of my favorite things. Honey, go to bed.
You're not even in bed.
Yes, I am.
No bed here.
There's no bed. It's just me.
These
Alligator
houses are all
peach.
empty because we don't have a bell down here. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to have to make bells and we're going to have to migrate them down below. But we're also going to have to make them farmers first.
We can't make bells. We need a blacksmith to make a bell.
So get the stuff for making a blacksmith.
No,
and we
I'm
will
working
make a
down
blacksmith.
here. I have a lot of work to do.
Honey, don't do anything down here. No one lives down here.
I like it.
There's no one living down here because they can't live down here. Don't do anything down here.
All right. Well, then clear me a path to go north, and I will, builder. Verily.
I don't know which way north is.
Give me a way up the mountain, and I'll go up the
Because
mountain.
that's south.
Give me a way up the mountain, and I'll go up the mountain. You go up the mountain. You go down the mountain.
I'm gonna hurt you.
You're not. You know me. I will say,
I put complimentary shaders on.
Dilly frustrates the fuck out of me. He always will. However, he also is the cutest human being I have ever met in my entire life.
I don't frustrate you in Minecraft as much as you think I do. Especially compared to some people.
I don't know.
I actually care
really
about
like
the
you.
aesthetic of the stuff.
I really like you.
Any of them. Holding to.
Do I want to put this in? Can I just say I'm so glad that they changed that you can make paths with dirt rather than just grass. I need more devils. Just explaining this, but also this. Well, I mean, there are things that... So, whenever you're... As a marriage expert, because that's me, apparently. No, I'm not. There's always going to be things that your partner does that piss you off. There just is, because you're a different human being. But for the most part, like, I get excited when I get to see him. Really cute. He's not even paying attention right now, which is one of the things that drives me nuts. However, I really, really like him. So don't tell him. I don't want him to think I'm gay. Come on. I need a shovel. I'm gonna make a diamond shovel, honey.
Why?
I'm gonna do it. No, I'm leaving the diamond in there in case we need it for diamond pickaxe. No, we need it for a diamond pickaxe first. We need a diamond pickaxe. Somewhere.
We're gonna have to make some mines.
We have mines. We have mines.
We don't. We have to make a proper mine that goes down to the proper depth. Okay, we're gonna need to make a blacksmith up top near where the bell is so that they actually can congregate up there. And I have a feeling that if we make bells periodically on the way down, we'll be able to get them to migrate down.
Okay.
But I don't know if
or we can just throw them in a boat.
Or we throw them in a boat and migrate them down. We're also going to need sheep so that we can make beds.
If we can get string, we can also make beds, but I haven't seen any string.
Kind of low-key, we haven't found it as well.
We'll get over it. We can also put a teleporter down on the bottom. I can go adventuring for a teleporter. Do you want to do that? I a little bit want to. I actually hate this like this. I regret every decision I've ever made. Oh my god, I hate that so much. Alright. So what was one movie that you always wanted to see as a kid, honey? I was actually thinking about that the other day.
Porn.
Oh my god, stop. Okay, we'll talk about that.
I didn't have a movie that I wanted to see because I wasn't, like, prevented from seeing movies.
I used to sneak porn as a kid.
I did not.
Really? You were a good kid?
I didn't know how to sneak.
Really? Oh yeah, because internet wasn't really a thing. So what did you as a kid go? Because I've done the embarrassing story about like the character in a Bible book thing as young Isaac.
I don't really feel like talking about that kind of stuff right now.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I love you. What? So I showed Dilly Matilda, and he didn't like it nearly as much as I did as a child. And it will always haunt me to this day that my husband doesn't like Matilda as much as me.
What?
You didn't like Matilda as much as I did.
It's a good movie that was okay, but I didn't think it was the most amazing thing on the face of the planet.
I
thought it was adorable. It was basically reverse Mary Poppins.
Miss Honey.
Except you gave the power to, like, the orphan child. Except she wasn't an orphan.
She basically would have been. She was basically an orphan. Let's not get it. Let's not get it twisted. Danny DeVito and what's her name were not parent material.
Well, the characters weren't.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. I don't even remember their names. It's my fucking favorite movie, and I don't... Bodhi, stop chewing on the air conditioner. I swear to actual Jesus, I will take every one of your teeth out and display them as trophies.
Leave him alone.
But yeah. Okay. Somebody is getting removed from the air conditioner because he can't stop chewing on it. I know it looks so delicious, but that's metal. Oh, I just realized.
Pet him.
No, he gets no pets. He's a bad little kid.
Pet him.
Deserves no love. No! To cover up the Bodhi scratches on my chair. Bodhi is seeking attention. Chewing on the air conditioner. Yeah, no, that's what he does. That's my cat. Hi. Yeah, hi. Hi, I'm Izik of Izik Squirrel. And Bodhi chews on my fucking air conditioner. We have never understood why he does that, by the way. Because he'll also do it to, like, radiators, or doorknobs, or the wall. Hey, Zetrox. Like, he is one of the weirdest chewing cats I have ever met in my life. Tasty air is cool and warm. What? Well, the air conditioner isn't running. That I could understand if he was, like, not knowing how to exist with the air running, and he was like, where is it coming from, and chewing at the air. No, he's chewing on the metal of the air conditioner. There is no sense to this. You're not going to be like, ah, yes. You're not gonna be able to psychiatrist him and figure out what actually is Bodhi's problem, because Bodhi is the problem. And my darling husband does not understand that Bodhi is the problem. He's just a bad Bodhi. I'm pretty sure he's chewing on something. Oh no, he's playing a tiger. He tends to chew though when he gets over like stimulated, so because he was looking at the birdies, maybe that's why he likes looking out the window at the birds. Did you have cats that chewed on things as a kid?
Probably.
Our cats never did. Our cats never used to chew on things or jump on things, which is really weird. They were really good cats. Like, never once. I grew up with two cats. I had one. I had Tigger and Andy. Both were named by the pounds when my stepmom picked them up. Mom's sick. And she never renamed them because that was already their names. They were already full cats. However, they were both really good cats.
She never renamed them?
No. She doesn't really rename any of her cats.
Wait, from the shelter?
Yeah.
Those aren't their names from birth. Those are the names typically that they're just given by the shelter.
Yeah, well, she doesn't rename them usually. It's like me when I'm naming Pokemon in my main Pokemon games. I'm like, this is Shovel. This is Rock. This is Aluminium. And I feel like the name gives them the personality rather than their name being based on their personality. Let's get this shit up. Honey, so did you?
What?
Did you ever have cats that chewed on shit?
Yes. But
did you ever have a cat ruin something?
not heavily, no.
Because Tiger has already ruined part of the sweater vest by getting on me.
That's normal.
There's little pulleys in it.
That's also why I never got, like, those kind of sweaters. One, the cat hair would cling to wool-based sweaters. Two...
This is wool-based?
No.
I was gonna say.
I'm not gonna get wool-based sweaters for us ever, because those things shrink.
And like when Dilly buys me clothes and decides what I can wear. I have an oat milk matcha latte. What is an oat milk matcha latte?
Probably with...
It sounds like something I would eat, but I've never had oat milk. What is oat milk? Either.
It's when you milk an oat.
That's not what that is. I can tell right now that that's not what it is, and I would have believed you a few years ago. Yeah, what is oat milk? Shit. Well, I mean, okay. Where did you even come from? Poor creeper, right? Poor guy. I mean, this isn't the worst thing that could have happened, but still, like, why? It's a plant-based milk made with oats, like almond milk. Oh, alright. I still don't know how almond milk works. I like almond milk, don't get me wrong. However, I don't understand how it exists. We need to watch one of those. Do you remember those shows where they were like, this is how it's made?
Yeah,
And it was like
the
lids.
Kind of stuff I watch all the time.
Dilly watches shit like that, but then it's boring. And I don't know how he finds boring versions of it.
What?
Yeah. The one you watched was good. Which one was that? Right, you were like, do you want to turn this off? And I'm like, no, I can watch this. Ah, fuck. I will say the one time I walked downstairs and Dilly was watching a show like that, I walked back up because it was really bad. The presenter? The person's voice was very grating.
Depends on which one it is. There's just some of them where I don't like the presenters either.
And I feel bad saying that because I mean, like, it's their voice, but at the same time, like,
there's a reason why some people have what are known as radio voices.
Yeah.
You don't have to feel bad for it. It's just certain voices are more pleasing. It's called ASMR.
I would kill for a really good radio voice. I think you can go to school for that, can't you?
I don't.
Because there's certain tones that you can hit where they're a lot more pleasing to people's ears. Yeah, it's like shit. Damn it. A creeper blew up the side of the path that I was working on. I'm very frustrated, but like I'm not at the same time because it's Minecraft. I'm gonna survive. I wish we had the protection from mine colonies. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Where it was like, okay, this is part of your town, so the creeper doesn't destroy things. Or even something that had the creeper do more damage, but not destroy anything. Like, I wouldn't mind if it had killed me, but I'm irritated that it destroyed things. Your hands up.
Putting stuff here.
Yeah? What are you putting in? Are you digging into the mountain? I'm gonna go chop more trees down. We never have enough charcoal. And I have a feeling you're gonna eat through my charcoal, so...
Dirty body!
I have body. Let's do that.
Body!
So, the reason Dilly's saying Bodhi, because you guys can't actually hear Bodhi, is because Bodhi will sit in the hallway and meow as if he has been murdered, and that nobody has ever loved him. So, we in turn talk to him from the other room, so that he does not feel lonely.
Yes, that's exactly why I call him.
That's literally the reason.
No.
You just milk the almond like a cow? I figured. Thank you. This is delayed, sorry. Does anybody want Bodhi? Like, does anybody want me to bring Bodhi to them and they just take him? Because that's okay. We don't mind. My father does not love me for I cannot chew things. He is probably just yowling in pain and anguish because I won't let him chew the wall. One of the cutest things that Dilly does with the cats, and I'm so glad that I'm not having to do it, is plays with them. Like, actually runs around with them and has fun. And it's one of the cutest things to witness. One of the least favorite things he does is he puts them on the back of my chair when they don't want to be there. And as a result, they just jump down. I carried him over and he, like, it's an added weight onto the back of the chair. He doesn't realize how really bad for my back it is. Because it's pulling my lower back, and I can't lean back anymore.
What do you eat? So adorable.
Yeah, he's adorable, and I'm in pain. He is not a light cat.
He is, actually.
He is a full body.
Yeah, but he's not fat.
Is that a squirrel? It's a baby squirrel. Hello. Hello. Je m'appelle Dilzik. Why are you white? Are you albino? Oh, that's a pumpkin. Hey, you actually need one of these. I'll just take one. I'll leave the other one for when we inevitably lose our only pumpkin. Alright.
Honey,
what?
My headset. That is a horribly dumb place to put that.
I'll put it upstairs later. Bodhi, can you stop being Bodhi?
He still sees it, and he just saw it, which means if with Bodhi, he's going to keep going.
Yeah, and after we're done with the stream, I'll bring it downstairs.
And put it on your desk.
No, there's nowhere to put it. Stop. Why don't you focus on the game that you just walked away from while we're streaming?
Because he was meowing.
No. He's a bad kitty. He deserves to meow and be alone forever. Bodhi arrives. Bodhi's gone. Bodhi is bored. Bodhi needs Tiger in order to entertain himself. What is he doing? Is that you?
No, it's Bodhi.
Why is he always noisy?
He's playing with something.
Yeah, I know. Why is he like that, though?
I don't know.
Do you... Seriously, does anybody want Bodhi? We don't mind.
I'm not giving him away, and yes, I do mind. He's my adorable little boy.
He just spur-lipped to us saying that we might get rid of it. He was like, ooh. What is he meowing about?
Probably you being a bad kitty father.
He's a bad kitty, so obviously I'm going to be a bad kitty father. Bad kitties are created, not born.
Bodhi. How did a cow just walk up here?
Why are you judging the cow?
Well, I just killed it.
I found a whole bunch of flowers and stuff, and I'm bringing them back for you. Well, for us, more importantly, but... Bodhi is losing his mind.
What is he playing with?
The air? I just had to double check. Honey, you're leaving while it's getting dark. Honey, if it destroys anything because a creeper exploded because you don't know how to sit in your seat for more than 30 minutes at a time, you need to get coffee. It'll stifle the ADHD. Ugh. Okay. It's Bodhi. There you go. Are you gonna go get coffee? Okay. I got permission this time around, and I'm so excited to finally be able to be a mage. So, I got permission this time to finally be a Weezword from Dilly, and I'm very excited. Because now I get to be a Botania Weezword and live my life as the wizard I've always dreamed about, because I am a true Weezword. Ow. Really? Are you freaking kidding me? A Weezword. Does Toast heal or Fillmore? I wonder. You guys hear him? So Bodhi also does this thing where he wants everybody to always be around him, but it doesn't mean he wants to go to other people. He just wants them around him. So he'll meow for you from the other side of the room so that you walk towards him, and then he'll be like, oh, cool, and then walk away. Like, it's his goal just to have you give him any amount of attention. He just wants the ability to say that he has the power to control others. He's manipulative. He is. He is very manipulative. I'm gonna put this over near the water. Oh, I'm dying. I just realized I'm like health. What's this? Where am I going? I'm going to, so when I plant trees moving forward, I'm only going to be planting fruit trees so that we can just like every time. I don't know if that's a good idea, but it's what I'm doing. So, like, fuck the system. So I'm trying to get as much fruit as possible because it allows me to plant more fruit trees. If I can plant an avocado tree, it'll give me the dark wood that Dilly likes, which is even better because I like when he gets that. It's like his favorite wood to build with. I think that's this one. I'm not sure. The only issue is the avocado tree doesn't naturally have dark wood saplings that come off of it. It just has the dark wood itself, which kind of sucks. But... Body. Can I eat root? Yeah. You feeling okay, honey? Dilly hasn't been sleeping very well because of the bed. It has this thing where it's like it's held up by slats, and for some reason the slats have been falling down and sinking on his side. Probably because we're overweight, but it's kind of irritating, especially for him. I feel bad.
What?
About the slats in the bed.
Most people know about IKEA slats.
We should get a custom bed made.
What?
We should get a custom bed made, my love.
Why?
Yes, let's do it. A custom bed. And then we can be like, this is what we're accustomed to. A custom bed.
Why are these villagers stuck here?
Is there no path for them?
I made them a path now.
What was it? Was there a mod that made them utilize paths?
Yes. I don't remember what it is, but I've heard of it. Makes them travel over.
Did I just see a Bodhi head? Oh. I thought I was seeing shit. I saw 2 little ears appear behind Dilly's computer, and he is at the window. He was looking for you when you were downstairs. Yeah, Bodhi very much likes Dilly the best. Like, Dilly is very much his favorite. It's not even a competition. Bodhi is super excited when Dilly comes home. Bodhi is super excited when Dilly is home. This morning, I woke up and I looked down, and there was a tiger and a Bodhi on both sides of Dilly. I guess because they didn't have enough room on my side, which I'm okay with, because they take up a lot of legroom when you're sleeping. Make you lose sleep. Back with novels. Welcome back.
I need to put this away.
Start digging this out. Honey.
What?
I'm gonna start digging out the mountain.
For what?
For our gnomes.
Or we can work on what we have right now rather than trying to expand it in areas that are more difficult. Try and fix what's currently there instead of making something.
Sometimes you can't fix what's broken. So,
there's a trader here.
Yeah, Dilly and I have been watching South Park on HBO Max. However, not all of the episodes are on HBO Max, which is really freaking weird to me.
The newer season, I don't think so. So you can't see it.
No, there's like certain episodes of the newer season that aren't on there.
Probably because you're supposed to get it for pay on demand, or there's some sort of agreement they have that it doesn't go up right away.
Like, well, no, I mean, like, the last 3 seasons aren't on there. It's just really freaking weird. How does licensing work? Because I just figured if you own the rights to one platform, then you own the rights to everything on that platform.
Yeah, but it depends on how their marketing department wants to deal with things. Maybe they chose to go this route for a reason. Because they think it'll draw more people to the cable channel instead or something. I don't know. Cable channels aren't willing to give up the fact that they exist yet. Probably because you have all these people who are just all like, oh my goodness, don't ask me for an email. I don't know that newfangled technology.
That literally is a thing. What's it called? Somebody told me, they're like, Yeah, but when you should pay for streaming services, then it's gonna be the same price as cable, and I'm like, yeah, but you get to watch whatever you want whenever you want, and you literally usually don't have commercials, and you can just do it wherever you want. You don't have to be on your television to watch your cable. Like, it's so much more convenient being able to just watch whatever you want rather than, oh, well, I have to wait for it to come on. I don't have access to the first season of Buffy in English, but all other seasons are available in English. Like, what causes that? Like, what is that? What really is that? I do not understand. There's, like, certain anime that I watch, too, where it's, like, some seasons of the anime will be really, like, totally available in English, and some just won't. And it's always, like, the third or fourth seasons that's available in English, and then the first season's just not. And you're like, what the fuck happened? Hi, Bloxy. That's very random. Hi. Are you just looking for Xenoverse?
He needs it.
You need it? I'm glad that's what you think of when you come to our channel. You doing good, Blox? Oh my god.
Just figuring out how to fix this.
Why can't I fix you? It's not even why can't I quit you. It's why can't I fix you? Have you ever watched something that completely changed your outlook on something?
Have you ever what?
Have you ever watched something that completely changed your outlook on
You're
something?
not going to get me to answer any of these questions.
Oh.
Because it's kind of like sitting there and saying, what's your favorite? I don't have favorites.
What's your favorite scary movie?
I don't have a favorite scary movie. I don't like scary movies in general.
I don't actually know what my favorite scary movie is. The Scream guy would be very frustrated with me. I liked Quiet Place, but it wasn't like the best thing that I've ever seen in my entire life. I have a soft spot for slashers. Like, really bad slashers, too. Like, ooh. Black Christmas. Have you ever seen Black Christmas?
No.
Oh my god.
Stop talking about horror films because most of them I've not seen or care about.
Aww. I love horror movies. That's one thing that Dilly and I very much differ on. I love horror movies, and Dilly is, like, super lukewarm or, like, just doesn't like horror movies. It's wild to me that I ended up being with him. Have you ever had a dream that have you ever yeah,
so have you ever
I like horror movies, especially if they're bad. Yeah, me too. Well, like, so bad that they're good, not just bad that they're bad. Like, I have watched bad horror movies where I can't actually finish them because they're just not enjoyable to watch. Or, like, the writing is so bad that I can't tell what's going on, and it ends up being more frustrating than it is enjoyable bad.
Go at the top. Stop doing stuff down here.
Honey,
You are not helping.
I'm working my way up.
Nope, you're not helping. Everything in all the villagers is up at the top. Go up. Work up, down.
Nani. Alright, let's see what we got over here. Hey,
Hi,
Genre.
Genre Shinobi.
Mushroom.
Oh.
Thank you for the follow, Genre Shinobi. I,
Need to come down here.
were you afraid of Jaws as a kid?
You asking me?
Yes.
Why are you asking me anything that's in anywhere in the vein of a horror film?
Because I like horror films.
Never saw Jaws for a very long time. I don't like horror films.
But Jaws isn't really a horror film. It's more of like a creature feature.
Honey,
Okay.
my dad basically sat me in front of a TV when I was very young and tried to get me to be okay with horror films by forcing me to watch Poltergeist at a very young age. I freaked out, got really scared, cried, and never wanted to watch horror films for years. I wouldn't even go on roller coasters for years because I hated them. They scared the bejesus out of me. Now I'll go on roller coasters that are within a Disney frame because I don't like heights, but I like the roller coaster in general.
Honey, it's so sad.
Actual worst horror movie in history, Vanishing on 7th Street. I don't even know what that is.
Can I play with you? I'm sorry, I'm only playing with my husband today. Actual worst.
Damn it.
Vanishing on 7th Street. I watched... What was the horror movie that we started watching, but we actually couldn't finish because I was bored?
I don't know. I don't remember the names of most of them. The ones that I've actually liked have been things like Insidious.
Insidious was good.
There was that other one.
Not Insidious. Vindictus. No,
Yeah,
that's a game.
That's a game.
The one where they live at the house.
Yeah.
Shit.
Midsommar was your favorite? I don't know if I've seen Midsommar, but I do.
That was so gross. Midsommar. I was not expecting that movie to end the way it did. If you guys have not seen that movie, you need to look it up. I can't tell you anything about it because it will spoil the movie. But, enjoy your flowers. Conjuring? No, it wasn't The Conjuring. Oh my god.
But I did like The Conjuring as well.
Not Insidious. They moved to the house. And the creepy videotapes. Oh my god, what was it called?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about because I always think Insidious and it's not Insidious. Ah, fucking hell. Midsommar I actually watched by accident one day. I didn't realize what it was. No, it's not Ring. It's not Grudge.
I didn't.
No, not Blair Witch Project. It's about a family who moves to a house and it's a weird.
The Ring was okay
they
for me. I did not
like
care
it's
for it.
It's the old type of films that he finds, and he's like
the
a
kids
writer.
Would kill the family or something.
The kids killed the family. Oh my god, what was that? And he existed. It was about Bagul. Oh, fucking hell.
Sinister.
Ooh, Sinister, that's it.
Just Google the basics right there. Alright, I'm fixing this guy's home.
Well, I mean, alright. That was the best possible outcome for that. Sinister was good. Sinister got me. I didn't expect Sinister to end the way it did.
We need more sheep.
Skeleton Key. I have never seen Skeleton Key. I know the story. I know the story in and out because I was afraid of the trailer as a kid. And as an adult, I had to look up the plot synopsis. Because I was looking for something. I forget why. But I had Wikipedia the plot synopsis, and that was freaky as hell. However, I have never actually seen it. It just hasn't happened. Not because I'm like, oh, I'm scared. But because I literally never saw it. So that's on my list. There was another one that's on my list, and I've just never seen it. Hereditary was scary. I actually ended up watching Hereditary. Dilly and I watched, we are obsessed, well, I'm obsessed with James Janice's kill counts. I'm sorry, he's great.
Stop.
But,
Stop.
Dilly, what? You don't want to tell them that you got scared?
Stop.
But, Hide and Seek with Robert De Niro wasn't bad. What? Was that a horror movie? I don't even remember that. When you said that, I couldn't remember what movie it was. I don't think I've ever heard of this. This is a horror movie? Oh my god, it has that girl in it. I know this girl. She's in, oh god. Oh, what is she in? Emily Calloway. What is she in? I need to look this up. Oh, this is bothering me so bad.
It's hitting nighttime.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed. It won't happen again. Did you really just get in the bed? Bitch? Why did I...
You can kick them out of bed.
It's not nighttime enough. What was she in? That's gonna bother me so bad. More of a psycho thriller. Oh. Honey, go to bed. You just spoke to me to go to bed, and then
you took my one bed.
Wow.
That's been the bed I've been using.
There's no other beds up here?
No.
No, I'll move the bed up here. Maybe that's why they're having issues respawning.
They have a lot of issues respawning because nothing's been done up there, and yours down there. We need to move stuff up. We can move it down at some point, but we need to first focus on the core group.
Yeah,
we need to get a blacksmith going so that we can get bells and we can do this with the core group. I've been trying to work up here and fixing the stuff up here so that we can build.
Orphan was good.
I never saw it.
You've never seen Orphan?
No, but I know the plot premise.
That was a good movie. Forestry Territory? What? Oh, okay. I don't want this cabbage. Are you fighting something?
No, there's a zombie here though, somewhere. Under the ground.
Yeah. But there's water here. That's good. There's an infinite water source up here, honey. In the stable if you collect the middle one. Do you need this dirt? I'm gonna put it in the chest up here.
The chest downstairs.
I don't know. I don't know.
Next to the chapel.
I don't know. Alright. I'm gonna go get the beds and bring them up.
Okay.
Sir? Sir, are you okay? How did you even get here?
What is this? Star.
Panic Room wasn't very good. I wanted Panic Room to be good.
I saw Panic Room and it was okay, but
I wanted it to be better than it was. It was one of those...
Why is Jodie Foster always a woman, a mother about her children?
I have no idea. Isn't Jodie Foster a lesbian?
I mean, pretty sure she is. I believe she is.
I think she is. I'm missing something. I came here for something and then I forgot what it was. I loved Cabin in the Woods. Cabin in the Woods was
I love Cabin in the Woods.
pinnacle.
I love Cabin in the Woods.
Hard.
But that's also because Cabin in the Woods, with the way it played, who was it that wrote
It was very self-aware. It was
It
was Joss Whedon and somebody else.
Joss Whedon's stuff never plays out like a horror, no matter how much he tries to do horror. It plays out like a really good story. And I really like his stuff.
I would love to be in Joss Whedon's brain today. Just for a second to understand what's going
just
on.
wanted to be in Joss Whedon.
No. Oh, well, I mean, Joss Whedon is a very handsome man.
I don't think so.
He's a bear.
It's got a very weird shaped head.
I think he's cute. I do. I think he's cute. I'm sorry. Sigourney Weaver at the end. Jessica's.
Yeah, Sigourney Weaver.
Like, any time Joss Whedon makes a movie, I'm like, oh my god.
Cabin in the Woods is one of those movies that I really want something more of in a similar vein.
I feel like if Cabin in the Woods went on longer, though, it wouldn't have had the same effect. If it was made into a series, I don't think I would have liked it as much. I feel like it worked as its own encapsulated story.
Yeah.
These stairs make me so nauseous.
Well, that's why I'm trying to like space them out at some point. Probably gonna fix it. Right now, it's just a way down.
It's not your fault that I get nauseous, dear. It's not your fault that
Doesn't
I have
matter.
problems.
All we have to do to break it up is like sit there and change up them going straight down and start having platforms and steps. We have enough dirt to be able to spread and make the mountain more flattened in steps.
Spread like Tiger in the middle of the night. Tiger has this habit of just getting into bed and he's like, ah, yes, you guys are in my bed. This is great. I am a kitty. Kitty, kitty. And then he just spreads his entire body. It was brave because of how the movie ended. There's no sequel to have. This is true.
Honestly, I'm so sick and tired of movies and anything feeling the need to have a potential for a sequel. As much as I would love more of Cabin in the Woods, I don't want them to make a sequel that would make it suck. And I kind of feel that way with pretty much everything out there. Like, I am the quintessential person who is really sick and tired of all the remakes. Like, stop remaking things, make something new. Especially the gaming industry, dear frickin' god. As much as I love that they're redoing certain games and making them available to people, I would rather energy be put in... Honestly, they probably aren't putting much energy into the remakes, why they're doing them. But it's the same with movies. I don't feel like every movie needs a sequel. But yeah, no, a self-contained story within a similar universe, I could be fine with that. I mean, that kind of thing would be totally cool.
I just liked the way it played out. It felt good the entire time.
The problem with something like Cabin in the Woods, if they had tried to do a sequel, is the whole point of the movie where it's supposed to be a huge surprise on what's going on would be lost in a sequel. Because you already know what's going on. And even if it was new characters in an environment where they don't know what's going on, it doesn't make a difference because you, as the viewer, already know what's going on. And that would lose a lot of what carried that movie. Need to probably go down here. Check copper. Can gravel be burnt into anything?
No. However, I kind of want to keep it because there is that one villager that turns gravel to
the Cloverfield movies.
We will watch. I will watch that with Dilly because I don't think he's seen the other. You saw the one Cloverfield, but the other Cloverfield movies are nothing like each other. Oh wait, no, we did see the Space Cloverfield movie together. Did he just... Sir? Sir, you just careened yourself off a cliff. How does that feel? Sir? 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 This is not constructive. Get
Who
off.
was it?
No, it's...
The trader?
No, it's just a random villager who just decided to put himself on a cliffside.
Oh. Well, that's why I'm trying to make fences and stuff up here. I'm trying to get them stationed in areas and then put up fences. You already have the one villager that's stuck outside in that one pen.
Yeah, I had to get him out. Stop pushing into me, you idiot! Get out! Sure there was a better way to do that, but he just yeeted off the cliff. He really did. He was like, I don't want to be here anymore. All right. I don't think. All right, everything else is fine. And I wanted to put this job block down somewhere so that they can start breeding. Giggity. Yeah, here he goes. Here he goes. He's gonna be like, I'm a fisherman now. There's no water.
Why are you putting a fisherman's block down?
Because they need a job block. Kitty. Kitty. Hey, Dark. How are you? How has your weekend been? It's been good. I've been tired this past week. But then again, I feel like I'm always saying that, like, I'm tired. Like, I am tired. I'm just always tired. Everything about me is just tired. But I feel like that's just adult life.
Get some caffeine.
Drink more coffee. Drink more coffee.
Well, you sit there and you say you're tired and you won't have any coffee, but you will quickly take an energy drink.
I will. Okay, I put some beds in the church. For sanctuary? Sanctuary!
Well, the area that I'm clearing out is going to be able to have buildings in it.
Well, we don't have any more beds, honey. So that's
We
great.
need to go and find some sheep and bring them back, which is why you need to kill the trader and get a leash or something. Wait, how do you feed the sheep?
Wheat.
Okay, we need to make some farmers first and foremost. We have wheat seeds. Get up out of it.
That's mine. I feel attacked with that energy drink comment. Right? Like, he is super against me drinking energy drinks.
Well, the only reason I'm against Isaac drinking the energy drinks is because coffee is a lot cheaper, and he will go through most of the packs of the energy drinks in a weekend, and I've told him to just make coffee and save the energy drinks for if you're way too tired. As someone who used to drink energy drinks on a regular basis, they are fantastic, but if you don't drink them regularly, they hit you a lot harder, and so they'll keep you awake a lot longer. So I don't have them all that often, so when I do have them, they keep me up for hours upon hours upon hours. I used to have, once upon a time, something like 3 Red Bulls in a day. And dear God, they almost like never affected me at the end of it.
Dr.
Pepper,
there at
soda
work
can't do it for me.
I was having 2 Red Bulls a day.
Yeah, that's the point where
that's
it's too
not
much.
good.
But you also get headaches from the caffeine, which is another thing.
I also get headaches from not having enough caffeine. I just get headaches.
The Bull of the Reds. I do like Red Bull.
I do like Red Bull. Dr.
Thing.
Pepper isn't really an energy drink. I would call that more of a soda.
I used to go to a bar when I was younger, and I would like get Red Bull and vodka because I was too tired. I shouldn't be up and drinking out at night. So I would remedy it with alcohol and energy drinks.
Is that why on the weekends sometimes you make coffee late at night so you can drink?
I don't make coffee late at night. The only time I make coffee late at night is if you're doing D&D.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
No.
Oh, you're so cute.
I do it
Thank
because
you.
I'm tired. I know I'm not going to survive.
You don't have to force yourself to be awake.
I do.
You can just go to bed. That's what I do.
What, for the D&D sessions that I have to be part of?
Oh, no, that's something else. Dr. Pepper is good. I really unironically love Dr. Pepper, and I always forget I love Dr. Pepper until I drink it.
I'm okay with Dr. Pepper, but I won't go for it on my own. Days when you drink coffee at night, it will mess up you for the whole next week. Jeez.
Really?
I've always been a night owl. I have a hard time getting up in the mornings.
Sleeping patterns can fuck you up. Dr. Pepper Zero Cherry.
I also can't do any diet soda. I need regular sugar.
Never heard of somebody being like, "Oh my god, I really love diet soda."
I know a lot of people who've said that.
Really?
Yeah, there's a lot of people who don't like regular soda because they're used to the diet soda. I've tried getting used to diet soda. I can't get used to it.
It upsets my stomach.
My mom used to drink Diet Coke all the time, and then she got so into it that all she wanted was Diet Coke, and I couldn't deal with it. I wanted regular Coke.
Oh, you know what? My mom used to drink Diet Coke too. That was very much a 90s thing, though. Diet Coke was a 90s thing. Diet everything was a 90s
Butter is bad for you. Have margarine.
Yeah. Well, 90s was very much about diet everything. Like those diet potato chips that caused anal leakage. You didn't hear about that?
No, because
oh my god!
Wherever that was, it was not widely marketed.
So, there were diet potato chips here. Yeah. And
I don't have any food,
my mom got them. There's food in the upstairs chest.
What upstairs chest?
In the one house.
In the chapel thing?
No, outside. In the other house.
There is no upstairs in another house.
No. It's just in the house to your left. I say upstairs because I'm below you. I'm sorry. Just go in the house and turn to your left. There's food. But my mom used to get the... Where's my... I'm coming up.
Oh, I see it.
Those diet potato chips, they were weird. They tasted weird and everybody was like, oh my god, they're so good. And then we found out later that they were discontinued because of anal leakage. Is like, do you remember when people were saying that brown eggs were healthier for you than white eggs? They still say that.
They still say that, and I have met people who argue it, that it's true, and I'm like, no.
It's not true. It's not a thing. It is not a thing. The only truth about it is that people truly believe it.
I don't know why they...
It's literally just a shell color.
The shell color, and I think it's based upon the chicken that lays it, the color of the chicken.
Well, it's because people associated white eggs with white bread, I think. And visually, because the egg is white, they're like, oh, it's manufactured. A natural egg is different. It's really not. You think something from the 90s would die? Like, the 90s were wild. But then again, every year has been wild.
Remember, white bread used to be the bread of the rich and the powerful.
What, really?
Yeah. Brown bread and bread that was made from whole wheat that still had color to it was considered the peasant food. Because it wasn't refined, and the refined stuff could only be afforded by those who were the upper crust of society.
Oh, decadent.
Yeah, but that went on for throughout the I think it was the Victorian Age and such.
Maintenance Phase podcast is a whole episode on dedicated to anal seepage.
Ew.
I believe it. Oh, how times have changed. Yeah. I'm so glad all we do is vape now. Like, we're always gonna have some weird shit that ultimately is really bad for us. That some people are like, oh, it's better for you.
Well,
what were those,
vaping, like... The thing that makes vaping better, ideally at the time, vaping was meant for a way for people to be able to get off of cigarettes, because they needed to have all the tar, but you were able to still have the nicotine. And And somehow it turned from that into vaping is good for you. No. Because you're still getting the nicotine hit, and if you're not previously addicted to nicotine, you are now addicted to nicotine.
We like, as a species, I feel like humans are just fucking doomed.
No, it's called marketing.
We're just
the wording
doomed,
on it
dude.
is just misleading and confusing for people, but it's intentionally done for those reasons.
I forgot about vaping. Vaping is still a thing.
I don't forget about vaping because Dilzik's little brother.
My little brother is a vape artist. I don't think that's what it's called.
Yeah, he went from vaping, and even when he was vaping, I even sat there and was all like, that's just a gateway to cigarettes if you're not careful, and now he smokes cigarettes.
He smoked cigarettes before vaping.
I thought he was vaping before.
No.
So vaping is when he was able to
not. Don't you remember the time that he came over our house after
he was
being
vaping
out with his
before
friends?
that.
No.
Yes, he was. He was vaping before that.
I'm an older brother who gets the call from my little brother at 11 o'clock at night, where he says, "Hey, can I come over before I go home because I need my jacket washed because it smells like cigarettes, and I don't want mom and dad to know." And I go, "Okay." So we washed his clothes.
I don't remember watching.
We did.
Yeah.
We washed his clothes. We gave him something to wear and we washed his clothes for him. How do you not remember that? He sat on our couch watching a movie while we did it.
He was angry at something. That's why he originally came over. And then he was drunk and smelled like cigarettes. And
He wasn't drunk.
Wasn't he drunk that
No,
night?
because I wouldn't have let him leave drunk. I would have driven him home. I would have never let him drive drunk. He probably smelled like cigarettes, though.
I don't think he was driving at the time.
Yes? How did he get there, Matt?
Oh yeah, he did.
I called him Matt. Oh my god, on stream.
Weird.
Yeah, no. It's like, I can't decide if it makes you a big, good or bad older brother. I mean, like, he was, what, 17 at the time? 17 or 18. No, he was 17 because at 18 he was.
It wasn't exactly a situation that was worthy of, oh my god, we need to get the parents involved.
Yeah, no, he was smoking.
If
Like,
he had
as
come
far
over
as
and he was all like, I snorted crack and I'm having a hard time coming down, then it would be all like, we're gonna be telling your mom and dad.
Yeah, but like, yes, smoking is not good, and I'm not gonna endorse that. Don't smoke if you're a kid. That's not good. But as far as, like, I'd rather him tell me that he's smoking and then tell me if something really bad happens than him keep his entire life secret and then never tell me if something bad happens.
It was like the time that you used to buy him the packs of condoms.
Yeah, oh yeah, I bought him
and
condoms.
His parents would be all like, our baby boy doesn't even know what sex is right now.
Yeah, he was 16 and he's like, he was telling me 15, 16, he's like, I'm having sex with this girl. And I'm like, all right, well, we're gonna go buy you condoms. And he's like, I'm like, didn't you ever get talked to about dad about this? He's like, oh, he doesn't know. I'm like, okay, we're buying condoms. That's what we're buying today. And then I mentioned, I'm like, hey, dad, you should probably have talked to Coop about sex. And my dad's like, he's not having sex. I'm like,
yeah.
Melanie! Alright, I'm in bed. Go to bed. And I told him, I'm like, I don't care if you have sex, but you need to have a condom on. Like, it's just that simple. Like, that's what you do. That's how you be a big brother.
They're getting green sparkles above them. What does that mean?
That means they're happy. Their emotions are going well. Parents need to be real if they don't. Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, kids are gonna have sex. They just are.
I would prefer
really
if they wait until they were later to start doing things that would potentially fuck their lives if they're not careful. But you're not gonna stop them if they're insisting on it. They will find a way.
Can't stop, won't stop.
You can make it more difficult, sure.
I didn't really have sex. I told people that I had sex in high school, but I never really.
I didn't have sex until I was 23.
Wow. I used to tell people in high school that I was having sex.
I didn't fully understand what I wanted out of life, and I didn't fully understand that I was gay until I was 17, 18. It was after high school that I really understood. And once I understood, then I was like, well, I don't know what I want to do as far as that's concerned. And so I just kind of just vibed and just went with life. And then at some point, I wanted to start, like, seeing what dating was like. And I didn't want to start dating until I had a car. And I had to get my own car. And I got a car. It was a really crappy hand-me-down that I paid my uncle for. But that car gave me the freedom to be able to go out and meet people.
I have an uncle who basically did stuff like that for me and my older brother. And yeah. Dilzik trying to be cool in high school, saying that, yeah, I was not... See, I wasn't a bad high schooler. I don't understand, like, why I got punished so much as a kid. Because ultimately, I wasn't a bad kid. I really wasn't. Even looking back, I'm like, wow, of all the things that I could have been doing, that was it. Like... I remember, like, sneaking out so I could go to the club and dance with my friends. And other kids were like, I'm gonna go sneak out and do coke. And I'm like, oh, I don't really want to do that. Like, I don't know if my parents just thought I was doing that, but I was just always grounded because of, like, schoolwork. And I'm like, of all the things... Of all the things you could ground it or be pissed at a child for, ultimately, I was not that bad. Alright. There's another house down there, really? Why are there so many houses? Like, weird places on this mountain, there's just houses, honey. Did you notice that?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
it's because the way the villages generate, and it just generated on top of a mountain. So that's why the roads are off the sides of the mountains, and they're just freaking weird.
Lemony lemon tree. Honey, I'm gonna plant some lemony lemon trees.
Okay.
But no, I'm glad. My little brother ended up being a pretty freaking upstanding adult. He's not perfect, but, I mean, who is?
I mean, I question a lot of his decisions right now.
But he's not like a murderer.
No,
like,
he's not super problematic.
He's not going to jail for, like, drug deals. Like, there are so many worse things that could be happening to my family, and I'm just not... I'm fine with it. Like, he didn't, like, punch his girlfriend in the face or something. Like, there are so many worse situations, and I'm cool with it. Like, I am... We'll keep that. We'll keep that insanity. For another day. I want it to be...
I think it's time for me to
give me kisses.
Worry about reach. There's no organization button for chests.
No, we couldn't find the mod that did that. Makes me a little sad because I liked that organization button.
I think I need one thing of leather and one tree in order to make the botany book. I think.
No clue. I'm sorry. Let's... Oh god. Honey, how do I get up there?
Get up there. Get up where?
to this other house. You put like...
Don't, stop.
I need a way up here.
No,
The villagers...
stop it.
Stop screaming at me.
I said stop.
Stop screaming at me. Stop screaming at
I
me.
moved the front door.
And that's great, but the villagers can't get up there now. They have to go all the way the fuck
There's
around.
a way over here.
Stop yelling at me.
Go this way. I'm still working on this.
Alright, that's right.
Stop trying to build extra around it. We need houses here and we need a farm up here.
Be happy that you have the world's best husband in the entire world. Cutest, most handsome, lavish, gorgeous. Gorgeous. Jilly's making me. Mouse tweaks are a mod. Inventory mouse tweaks, I believe. Okay, I'll look into that. Thank you. Do we have a bucket?
No.
No?
But there should be enough iron starting to be made that we can make one.
Alright.
Along with shears.
We have... Where do you have iron cooking?
Down the stairs. Let's go one more stair down. Don't like this section. I want to get rid of it at some point or do something with it. Maybe make another house here instead of this little... I don't even know why we have the horse here.
You can let it out. I was keeping that pen there for things, but...
We can keep the pen here for things.
I'm gonna make a bucket and shears, and I'm gonna put the shears in the chest. I need this. Don't kill the turkey. I'm throwing eggs from the turkey. Did you take the leather?
Yep. I didn't know it was gonna drop leather, but that's beneficial.
Yeah. Horses usually drop leather. Doesn't make sense to me, but whatever. I'm not here to judge. I don't need you.
I need a book.
A book? Well, you have the leather. You just need hell.
We don't have anything like that.
We have sugarcane downstairs growing.
Where?
At the base of the mountain. Okay. To the right when you go to the mountain, there's a little bit of a river, and there's sugarcane growing there. Not much, but there should be enough for a book.
I think the cleric just walked off the edge of the mountain.
I'm pretty sure he did.
That's why I'm trying to put up fences. Because they're being idiots.
Yeah, I have never understood like why the Minecraft villagers are that much of demented souls. It doesn't make sense to me. They have always been like that.
How do you make paper? 3 in a row?
3, yeah.
But that does what? 1 piece of paper?
Yeah. No, it does 3 pieces of paper.
No.
That looks... do we have the mod that we can use a leash on? Oh. Go upstairs. I need you to go upstairs. I need you to know. Well, we have cobblestone. And we have iron nuggets. How do I make a, not a saw. What is it called? Ah!
Here.
It's been so...
Here, take this.
Give it to me.
On the ground. Walk towards it.
No. Thank you. Oh, it's a Lexicon Botania.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna leave tomorrow.
Made because they're now actually walking towards the dock.
Can we
need to turn this into a house of some sort, or like whatever. I want to clear out these trees that are growing over here and turn this into farmland.
Can I put a ladder here or a stairway here, honey?
No.
Please.
No. Because that's the back end of the house. I actually am going to get rid of this area.
There's a stairway.
I'm going to get rid of that.
Okay.
We're getting rid of that section.
Oh, we officially have an iron golem. Yay. We need to go to bed.
We have 2 or 3 iron golems. Most of them are stuck on the side of the mountain.
That's fine. I don't really care where they are as long as they exist. Anywhere an iron golem is a good place for an iron golem. Some are better
We're gonna
places.
need fish in order to...
Fish?
We need fish in order to deal with the kitties.
The clinical word for fish is fish. I wonder if I can... Wow, I did it. Hey. Good job. Can I do it again? Nope.
Not there. Flower. Putting my mystical flowers in here. How do I make the flower bed? I think it's cotton. Yeah, you need one.
I'm gonna go out and try to find
For
one.
some reason, none of them are picking up the farmer.
Well, that's because he's trying to path to it and he's getting stuck on the side of that wall that he decided to build.
So we find another way to do it. I don't want to do that.
Well, then make him a boat and then just bring him closer. He'll eventually go there, but the issue is he's not going to bed. We have too many villagers.
I don't know who you're
beds.
talking about.
We have too many villagers to beds.
Okay, so we need a boat.
See. I need sheep. This is always the most irritating thing, trying to find the sheep. Do we have a pen?
We have a pen of sorts. I'm trying to make stuff so I can do that.
Did you end up getting a leash, by the way?
No.
Oh, I thought you killed him.
No, because I don't have armor and they would murder me right now.
No, they wouldn't.
The llamas have killed me multiple times.
They have? I've never been killed by a llama.
Yeah, their spit kind of hurts.
Alright. I need sheep. Is there a string tree? Spider tree, like in Pam's Harvest Craft?
Should have
In
one.
Croptopia.
I don't think we've changed.
No, honey, we did change. We're using Croptopia. We don't have Pam's Harvest Craft anymore. It's not a thing.
Why don't we have Pam's Harvest Craft?
Because it's not a thing anymore. It doesn't exist. The modder decided to just not do anything anymore.
What?
Yeah, I know.
So they just removed it?
Yeah, well, it's not in 1.18. If you want to go back to 1.16, we can. Beige. I need to find sheep. I need sheep. Bird. Bird. Honey.
What?
Bees. If you don't say it right, then I won't love you anymore.
That's fine.
Wow.
Somehow I'll survive.
Onions. These are onions? What? Hold
What?
up. Is that a real thing and I'm just being ridiculous? Allium. Oh my god, it really is. This is how onions grow.
What?
They make flowers naturally.
Oh.
The onion plant makes allium, which is super pretty. That is a real thing.
I mean, it's a bit essentially.
The things you learn from Minecraft. Isaac, you didn't know? Dude, you know what?
I got celery.
You learn something new every single day, and this is something I treasure. I deeply treasure that. Whoa! Honey, wow! Guys, do you see it? Whoa. Whoa. Wow.
I'm trying to like chop trees down without super clearing out the forest. Even though I could just replant.
It's a cauliflower. I feel like raw cauliflower should replenish more food because it's basically edible raw. I like cauliflower in hummus, but I don't like cauliflower in other situations. There's bees here too. Pretty. I haven't found a single sheep. I think I found a desert though.
I don't think you're gonna find sheep in the desert.
Yeah. I'll tell you. Cabbage? What? What is this even? I don't want that. Under the sea. Under the sea. I need fish. Can you be a fish? Eaten by me. Oh, they dropped a boat. I don't need cauliflower seeds.
Such a long way up.
I need salmon. Hi. It's goose. Honey, I see gooses. Did they just eat the fish? Motherfuckers! You know what? Hey guys, hey. You want these onions? Look at them go. Yeah. So those eels will naturally go after food, which is so wild to me. Oops. That's not one. Can I hit them? Are you freaking kidding me? How many are in here? They're eating it! Alright, I need to go back. I haven't found sheep, honey. Honey.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm a failure.
Failed me?
I didn't get to find any sheepies. I hate lampreys.
Got an unpleasant suck.
They do so much damage.
You said you wanted to keep this pen.
I mean, we can, but if you don't want it there, then please find a place for it, because we will need it once we get sheep. They're not just going to stay there because they want to be. Jesus! Whoa. Oh,
Are you
God.
back or no?
I'm almost back. I just walked into the bear. Whoa. That was fortuitous. My God, how fucking far did I go? Granted, this will help spiders to spawn, and then we'll be able to get more string for wool, but I'd prefer to just have a sheep. If you comprende, my friend.
Mm-hmm. Are you back?
Yeah. Go to bed.
I'm going to bed.
Oh, I'm downstairs. I have to go all the way up.
I'm in bed.
I'll bring a bed up. This bed upstairs. Because nobody lives down here anymore. That Minecraft owl. You can't even find out. Oh, wait, no, you can find owls. That's right, we have that.
A whole bunch of them don't have jobs.
I know. I know. I know. The truth. Plant it. Nope. I need one log because I just realized if I want to put a bed in that shed, we're gonna need to put stuff.
There. Need to get some dirt. After I eat a plum, ew.
Get the dirt to get the plum. Go ahead, honey. You know you want to.
What?
You need the shoe to get the wheat to get the plum. What was that song? In Into the Woods?
I don't remember
To
that
get the
part.
cow, to get the wheat.
Cow is white as milk. The
Plum is white as white.
Cow is white as milk. The I don't remember if it was the shoe next. I don't remember that part. Let me see.
All these birds make it sound like where you live. Really? Do you live in the woods, Josie?
Cow is white as milk, the cape is red as blood, the hair is yellow as corn, the slipper is pure as gold.
I like you. I like you. I like you.
Yeah. Your dad was criticizing that movie.
I was criticizing that movie.
I love that play.
I know you do.
And the movie was pretty damn good as an adaptation. Even if Disney was all like, no, you can't do a bunch of this. Can we have a little less death than in the actual play? Said Disney.
Disney, the fucking Deathaholics Anonymous.
Not lately. Disney has the Disney death syndrome thing, and that's why you don't usually see the villains die. They always fall off from some high point into, like, some obscure foggy location down below.
Is there a torch? Yeah, okay. Apparently, Walt Disney used to be extremely morbid in real life. I didn't know that. It's very green there now. I need charcoal. What? That was a delay. Do you have charcoal in here? No. Where's the... There you go. Now let's watch the fucking villagers kill themselves on this fire.
Down.
Can I put like something above the fire to not kill themselves on the fire?
What? Why are you putting a fire right there?
Because I want to cook.
There's an oven downstairs. Move it up.
No, I don't want to. Thank you.
Killing on the tree.
Okay. How you see?
Alright. We need sheep.
I tried to look for sheep. It's your turn.
Well, I was gonna turn this into houses here, and you put hay there.
Well, I put hay there so I could jump off if I need to. But they don't have intricate pathing. They won't path
Honey,
around.
you can't
me.
jump off of there anymore. Because I'm gonna be putting fences all over.
Okay, that's fine. Oh wait, no, they do path. Wait, do they path? Yo, get a job. There we go. Now he has a job! Hey! Employed! I'm gonna put food in here for you. I'm gonna put the raw salmon in here too. Wait, how did we get a bee up here? The tree naturally spawned with a beehive!
Stop planting trees there, cut it down.
No, the beehive needs to stay!
Well, okay, then leave that one there, but that's gonna be farmland right there. Stop
That's fine, we can, that's actually like the best course of action for this. Oh my god, we're so lucky! I'll put more flowers down so they don't go very far. Oh god, that's so good. That's so good. Okay, yeah, that's 3 food for each bread. Or toast. Can I do this? How much will this hurt me? Ow! Well, that was a delay. Alright, that's fine. Alright. I need... what I need... stuff. Things... I'm gonna have to go out again in order to find what Dilly needs. Because I am not what Dilly needs. I didn't bring the weight with me like an idiot. The beehive spawns at a 20% chance if there's flowers within 2 blocks of the oak or birch sapling. What? That I never knew, and I love. What am I doing? That was one of my biggest issues. I'm like, okay, where am I supposed to do this? Honey, bed. It's gonna take me a while to get to the bed, so I want to make sure that you're there.
In the bed. I can move this bed that's up here in this house that they're not really using down there once I build a house.
Okay, I need to find the way out. Oh my god, I'm ages away. Ugh, it's gonna take forever. Oh, there is a bed down here. One of the villagers is getting attacked. Why do I hear a village but not see a village? Or a villager? Hi! The fuck? Alright. I'm gonna do this real quick. Alright. Let's go find the sheep. The sheep that doesn't seem to exist anywhere else. But in my dreams. In my wildest dreams. Honey, I need to know.
What?
Where the fucking sheep are.
I have no idea, but I am worried about these houses that are...
No! Yep. Oh.
Are
There
they
was
just
a boar.
not willing to path all the way up here?
No, they're not. It's too far away. That's
Should
why I kept
we just
saying to you.
level this down and then put
No,
the houses
it's
down
called
there?
just having another pathway up. Instead of being artistic and having only one way up. Traffic
Honey?
jams, dear.
Oh.
8-4. Oh god. They're awful. They're awful creatures. Ugh. No, boar are the worst. They are actually the worst. I have watched an entire village die to a boar. A boar. Not even multiple boar. A single boar got into the village and just decimated it. Children were screaming, crying for their parents, getting eviscerated. Oh, we are near a dark oak forest.
Fisherman is standing next to his little job spot, but I don't know why you put a fisherman up here. Why did you put a job block?
You just remove it. If you don't like it, just remove it. It's fine. It doesn't do anything for him. I just put it down because we needed a job block for him. It doesn't make a difference. It's gonna be okay. Is there? Yeah, this is really a dark oak forest. This is so cool. It's... I never find these until way later. So if you want dark oak, this is the place to get it, honey. Do you want me to grab some?
Mm-hmm.
We can't really plant it near the house. Well, I guess we can. Why not? I'm adventurous. I'm a cool kid. Tree.
What makes him into a fisherman?
Barrel.
We'll be a fucking farmer.
You already have a farmer.
We're gonna have another one. I didn't like where you placed that one farm. It's really small, but I guess it works. Except for this one spot where it won't grow anything.
Help me, bear!
Where'd all the iron go?
In the chest. Next to your face.
There's copper, there's no iron.
Then we used it. Because I don't have any on me. Check the chest at the bottom of the cliff in the little cave that's blocked by bamboo.
I don't know where that cave is. I don't know where that chest is.
It's just at the base of the mountain. I can't quickly get back to you. You're gonna have to...
Stop putting stuff at the bottom where we're not working.
Okay. Okay. In the meantime...
I don't know where this cave is.
Alright. Then I'll look for it later. Right now I'm trying to find sheep.
Which way do I go to find it?
Go down the mountain. Go down the mountain.
I'm already
and
at
you
the
make
bottom.
a left. And it's in the mountain itself. On the bottom of the mountain. It's near the one house.
Found it.
Are those sheep or just snow for some reason? Is that sand? No, it's snow. It's just a whole one patch of snow. What? Oh, wait. Oh! I don't like it. That's a dungeon. Why am I so heavy? No! No, Creeper Chan, no! Nani! Ah, fuck. Fuck. This. Okay. Alright. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's fine. Everything is good. Everything is cool. Everything's great. Not wicked.
Down.
Skeleton. There's a full dungeon over there. I was like, oh, look, a warm house. And then I was thinking, oh, look, people to greet me. And then they shot arrows. What? What is this being attacked? What is going on? I don't like this place. I am not much of a fan. I don't know how to leave. Am I going the right way? Yes. Yes-ish. God, these birds.
They're both from
I don't like this delayed thing. So, when you went to Disneyland as a kid, did your parents ever, like, let you guys just kind of go wherever you want, or did they have to go with you everywhere?
kind of went. We kind of stuck together for the most part. My brothers wanted to constantly go off on their own as they got older. I didn't care.
So you were the good boy.
I preferred having fun with my parents at the time. That was the whole point of us being there.
Really? That's cute. You're cute. I remember gradually wanting to do things with my family less and less. But now I really want to go on a Disney trip with my parents. Is that weird? Is that weird?
No.
Because I hate saying it, but as I get older, I'm like, oh shit.
That's normal.
They did pretty good. Because I always have to remind myself that they had less resources than I did, and they still managed to raise children. Can't do that forever. And they didn't even have the, no, no, not a boar! No, 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 don't come after me! I love you, please! No, namaste! Okay, he didn't see me. He didn't see me. It's a bear! Whoa. Are you hungry? Want some bread? Need some bread? Hi! Are you nice?
It's nighttime. Where are you?
I am right outside the village. Well, I'm right outside the mountain. Give it a hug. Let's hug a bear.
So if I go to sleep?
I'm almost there, my love.
What happened to my body? Is
Bodhi?
he sleeping?
What is Bodhi?
He's probably sleeping.
Well, we made the bed. Bodhi loves when the bed's made.
I'm gonna go check out.
You can check on your Bodhi? He's probably on the bed. I can almost guarantee you he's on the bed. So Bodhi really likes it when you make the bed and you have the blankets all out. And He just lays on his breads. Is he? He's not? What? Oh, oops. I didn't do that. Hello. Honey.
He was downstairs eating because he looked up in the living room looking up.
I'm going to plant some circles.
And he's licking his lips.
Honey, I'm planting circles. I do like when Bodhi looks at you bleary-eyed. He does that to me in the mornings, and it's so fucking cute. There's nothing better than a freshly made bed with clean sheets. Oh, I need to watch our sheets. Oh, Kitty, no, wait. Oh, I don't have my fish on me. Oh,
Hello,
I'm so
Bud.
sorry. I'm sorry, Kitty, you scared. I have a mystical gray flower. I'm gonna plant it here. And I'm going to need to move the campfire under the buggy. Forgetting what I'm doing, which is a sign of age.
You need to make an anvil.
For what?
For a blacksmith, so we can eventually
He
get
doesn't
it
go off of anvils.
What does he go off of?
He goes off of a grindstone.
We're gonna need to make grindstone.
So, question. If I put stairs under this beehive, like right here, and put stairs on either side so it looks like a thing, because the smoke is still touching the beehive, will it stop it from,
I think it needs to be under it, I thought.
or does it need to be directly under it? Like, see how it is here, where the smoke sometimes goes through? Will that still count? I mean, we can always try. No clue. We're gonna find out.
You're gonna make them angry if you do it.
I know, and I'm gonna run my little ass off. I'm gonna run my prissy little ass off. Go. It did not piss them off.
Why are you putting a stair thing there? Wouldn't that burst into flames?
Wait, where did the... Oh, no.
Yeah, but that doesn't look good. Why wouldn't you just put like a flat trap door there? Then it would look better.
Because I didn't think about it. And now that you say that, it sounds way better.
Get out of the fucking composter! Dumbass. Here's some seeds.
This is the greatest.
Plant! Fucking plant! You're a goddamn farmer!
Yeah,
Work!
These villagers are not like the ones we're used to here.
You just shoved them all in the composter! I gave them all my wheat seeds and I think... Oh no, that was fine. I'm not used to the ones that you used from whatchamacallit.
The ones that actually work?
I don't care about that log though.
I didn't even do that. Like that? That way the villagers don't go "Ah, ah, ah," and just like slowly die on them. 'Cause that's what they used to do. They just like would walk on the fire and just be like, "It hurts." Sometimes Dilly gives feedback.
Well, I'm trying to make
Bees are the best. They really are. They're really cute. I can actually make another beehive. I'm really excited. And because I did the improved bees, they're not like gigantic and in your face as much as they used to be. I liked the fact that big bees were a thing, but I like the small bees better.
But they're smaller now?
Yeah, didn't you notice how small the bees are now?
I thought those were just baby bees.
No. That's literally just the size of the bees now. Because of the mod we use. What did you just do? I thought there was like sweat on you. Where do you want another beehive, my love?
Another beehive?
Yeah.
Because
Because remember, if they fly over gardens, they will pollinate them.
Don't worry about a beehive. We worry about putting together the actual town.
Yes,
We need a blacksmith person for it.
I don't know how to make that, so I'm gonna just continue to just do what I do. And gather
You know how to
things for
make
you.
a blacksmith.
No,
I'm doing
it's
the
a
house
mystery.
for him right now.
I don't know how to make a grindstone. I forgot.
Honey, we have the mod in that allows us to see the recipes. You literally type up grindstone. Stop trying to Google it.
I already did. Oh, I need smooth stone.
Yeah, I'm already making some downstairs. The one down to
Downstairs?
where the merchant stalls are, the furnace was there. I told you you could move that furnace up here.
You did?
Yes.
It's okay. I'll go down. I'm gonna get my stuff. Ah, it still hurts.
Turn this into a nice, large house that's gonna have a few beds in it for like commune living.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Because fuck it, we need to make as many people living in a small space as possible in the beginning so we can start moving them downstairs. So making a larger house in this one spot
Is it gonna keep me exciting?
can accommodate a bunch of them.
Well, can you make me a really nice restaurant?
No,
I
not
want a
right now.
restaurant so that I can start crafting food for us. Because the food that I
Honey,
can
we
craft...
don't need a restaurant. You're thinking mine colonies. You
No,
don't need that.
I
Make
want-
your own house and put a kitchen. I'm worried about getting this village put together first.
I know.
I'm not doing your mine colony thing of you're giving me 50 different things to do at once. Do it yourself. Make an inn if you want and put a
No,
kitchen
it's fine.
inside of it.
You're the boss.
Stop it.
This is what it's like to be married. Passive aggressive. So much.
I'm not even building my own house on this point yet.
Well, I would assume you wanted your wizard tower to be a wizard tower.
No, I don't want a tower. I'm sick and tired of making a wizard tower and us restarting yet again. The
Honey,
towers take forever to
weren't you
make.
going to make the dungeon your
No,
wizard tower?
because they take forever to clear out. No, thank you.
Honey, you don't...
No, I'm not.
Okay, then it's mine.
They don't give a crap.
Alright, I will. But I give a crap. Because it's my wizard tower. I built it from scratch. By
I'm
hand.
gonna have
even.
a simple 2-story cottage.
I renovated it. Actually, close this off. It'll be like real home makeovers, and I'll be like, This 18-floor dungeon used to inhabit monsters like skeletons and zombies. Now, with an open floor plan, this 3-bedroom home has marble countertops and a rec room. I'm excited. I'm excited. My home is going to be so lavish. I'm gonna be like, ah, yes, the 6th bathroom. I love the noise. Okay, so one of my favorite things in this game is the noise the bees make when they leave the beehive and when they enter, the little pop noise. It is freaking adorable, and I love it, and I love everything about it, and it makes me happy. Can I have... I got the achievement, be our guest.
Go to bed.
You don't need to sleep. You're a villager. This mold-riddled dungeon can now be rented for $5,000 a month.
I have a boat. I low-key hate making the roofs on these houses sometimes.
What did we want to use the dirt for?
What?
What did we want to use the dirt for?
No plans.
Okay.
Mostly just terraforming.
I'm gonna take some. Can I make a sandwich? Egg sandwich, chicken sandwich, bacon sandwich. Ham sandwich? Cheese. How do I make cheese? Milk bottle and salt. This is just, I'm just gonna... That's a lot. I say the baba. Make baby. Make baby. Oh. Look at... No, don't die! He's so little, the baby bee! I'm gonna make another
I have composters, but I don't want to... Honey?
What?
Stop just making chests of throwing things randomly all over the place, because now everything's spread. Dear Lord. I need more.
We have to update that games list.
Which one?
The games list.
I haven't been doing it. I was doing it when I was making them, and I keep forgetting to. Now I'm really regretting not having done it, because it's so much easier to do when I'm pulling out the quads.
Mm-hmm. I didn't mean to do that. I need this. And I need this. And what was the other thing? Brainstone. Right. Sticks and planks. Plank. I made 2 grindstones. Are you putting them here?
Yeah.
Alright. This will stop them from going. "Ah, ah." Oh wait. Oh, I just missed it. No, I
don't
didn't
think
miss
we
a spot.
need 2 grindstones.
They can get through there. Huh. Well, now we have 2 grindstones for when we want a second. It's just a job block, huh? Like, it doesn't really make a difference.
Well, it makes a difference on what they have available to sell. I don't remember what they have to sell. I don't think the blacksmith really does. It's the cleric that has the chance of selling stuff.
Blacksmith is the one that sells the bell.
Yeah, but the cleric has the chance of selling the underclothes.
Hmm.
That's why I didn't like mine colonies as much as this one, because mine colonies didn't get the underpullos as easily as this does. This works better with the tail.
The one thing that these villagers do, which pisses me off, is they will dig up your crops, even if it's not in their crop area. And if it's not a wheat seed, they'll just destroy it.
Okay.
So if I plant cabbage somewhere, I have a feeling the cabbage I planted up there is an experiment. But I think they'll just take the cabbage out and then just never do anything with it.
I think you don't give them enough credit.
I think that they're kind of useless, but it's okay.
They're not. I like how stupid they are. Their stupidity makes them endearing.
Needs more bees. Does need more. Doesn't actually make them endearing.
Alright, this has stuff. Well, no, it's not. It needs the frickin' windows. We don't have any sand and glass. Do we have any glass?
We don't, but
Why do you have this on the side? This looks stupid. Why not just... Remember the one that has the 4 holes? This is hideous. It's like chocolate bars that you stuck there. With more pine. I don't remember if it's pine or if it's oak. Okay, how do you make the trapdoors rip? No. I'll see what Isaac thinks of this one. If he doesn't like it, you can put it back the way it was. Like this. Like, just like that. Because now it has a little grate, but it's very simple. But it's cute.
fine.
What?
It's fine.
Why?
I asked you if you wanted spruce.
No, I didn't hear you with spruce. Come here.
I saw it. I'm not going all the way back up to see the thing that I've already seen.
No. Putting flowers in the chest thing because I don't know what to do with it.
Put the flowers on the floor where the other flowers are. Because the bees need flowers to pollinate. Otherwise, they fly away. Why would you pull up flowers and put them in a chest? That actually makes less sense.
Honey. I don't like the flowers haphazardly around. I know the bees like them, but I kind of want to have a reason for the flowers as well. That's the whole point of the design
That's
aspect.
fine. Your rigid design structures are
It's
proof
not a
that
rigid
fun
design structure.
is totally allowed.
It's not a rigid design structure. Just have some visual flair with it.
Yes.
It's fine for now. We'll fix it later.
Is there anything in this village that I'm allowed to do?
You can do quite
That's
a lot.
approved by you?
Come here and I will show you what
I'm already like a mile away from the village.
If you come here, I will show you what I was...
not backtracking when we don't even have sheep yet. Don't make that face at me. I'm not backtracking. You keep...
If you're looking for sheep, that's fine. When you come back and you're here, I will show you what I was originally planning on. And then you can work with that and around it. I am fine with your designs, but a lot of the stuff you've been doing is getting in the way of what I had been working towards. Like all the fruit trees you planted, all of these have to be ripped up.
That's my goal. So that when we rip them up, we have more fruit. Because when you rip them down, they give you more fruit. Well, thank God, another turkey. Sheesh Louise.
So we're stuck with working with them up here. I haven't even gotten
Honey,
a chance
calm
to touch
down.
Botany.
Calm down. Start having fun.
I have been having fun.
Okay. You
I'm
sound
just trying to see how to
like
work
a
this
grumple
stuff.
up right now.
No, I want to show you what I was planning when you get back. But we do need sheep. I extended the one pen so it's a lot larger. There's nothing in there.
You're gonna have to defend the town from zombies tonight. Because I can't find any
I have
sheep.
no way of defending towns from zombies. You have to communicate that before you go out.
Okay,
I have no weapons and no armor.
make a sword.
I can't make anything unless it's stone. And
That's
don't
what I have.
And I don't have the ability to have armor right now.
Start putting torches down. I can't find any sheep. It's actually really irritating. That's not like a dungeon.
Start spreading around torches. Find one? No?
You should have a lot of coal.
What?
You should have a lot of coal.
I have an okay amount of coal, but I was using it originally in that one furnace down there. I gotta take some.
Oh no, I moved the furnace up.
Where's the furnace?
It should be in the one house, but the coal is in the chest. Underwater is such low visibility. I mean, I get it, but it's... When I reveal the map, does it show up for you? Because I know it does it for me.
Hey, it looks like it. I can't. I don't know where you put the furnace.
It's in the...
Oh, I found it.
There's only one house there. Okay, this is what I was aiming for, and there's just no door. Is that a... That's a hermit crab. What the fuck? Or not a hermit crab, a... No, that's a hermit crab. Isn't it? Ugh.
That's right. Zombies make skin, which can be used for
Leather, yeah. I'm gonna die. It's pretty, but it looks like a dungeon. I really want to go there.
Where is it?
Do you see where I am on the map? Can you see me? No. Okay, so to the left, there should be like a little white snow spot.
On the map?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see the dungeon.
There's a mill. Yeah, there above that is there a white snow spot, and to the left of that is the thing I'm looking at, and it looks like a mansion house thing. Probably a dungeon. Oh, because I have food on me. Guys, chill.
Skeletons.
I just need to survive. I don't know if there's crab or skeletons around here, but if I don't make freaking food for myself, I'm gonna die. This is so
Ah, bad zombie. Give me your skin. I need it. No. Okay. There's a spider around somewhere, but I don't know where it is. Ooh, spider means thread. Silk. Where's the
Those
spider?
are pretty. Yes. Cobwebs are in this dungeon. Which means silk. Which means wool. Which doesn't make sense, but it's a video game mechanic, so like I'm not complaining. Is there spawn? Oh, there is. Oh, you bitch.
One oak fence right here. There.
I think you should run.
Are you having problems?
Kind of, yeah. Well, alright, I'm gonna cut my losses.
I have an arrow.
It's so funny, you cut all this.
I mean, our basic village area is well enough lit. We could always move the bell to an area that's a little bit easier to get to.
Get away! It's red mushrooms. I need brown mushrooms. I am gonna die of hunger if I don't find brown mushrooms. Like post-haste. Nauseous. Yes, yes, you're shooting me with arrows. I'm so proud of you. Ah, this is what I need right here. Oh my god! Like, chill the fuck out. Alright, I have wood. Why is this game like this? Let me live my life!
You having problems?
Yes! Does it look right? I don't want to. I'm already having problems.
No, spider. Come here. Die. Give me string. That was not string. That was nothing. I wanted string.
Yes, I know.
Did you die?
Honey, it's in text on your screen, baby.
No, it's not unless I actually go into something.
No, baby, it pops up.
I didn't notice it. I don't always see it.
Okay.
Stop being a grouch.
I'm not being a grouch. You're just unobservant.
I asked a simple question. You could respond instead of being all like, why aren't you observant?
Why aren't you observant?
I'm actually pretty observant for things that matter. You know what doesn't matter? You dying in Minecraft.
You did miss a big thing. What was it? Instead of just saying, look great.
No, it's more fun.
Are you talking about the giant dungeon?
Maybe.
Hey, Agarum.
Diagram.
Oh my god, it's ages away. You moved around too fast. Well, yeah, but why were you telling me to look right? What were you talking about? I was trying to not get shot by skeletons and eaten by spiders.
Eaten by spiders. I think I know what to do with the extra dirt, and it's going to hurt us on some levels.
I need to find this. I really need to find this. I think it was a huge mushroom. Yeah, it was a dungeon. I'm not going to go to the dungeon with one heart. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, I see the dungeon on the map. That big round thing. We actually passed by it when we were flying to look for a village, and we found this one.
Yeah, there's a lot of dungeons.
I like the dungeons. I don't like them in the fact that as much as I like the mod that spawns them, they all kind of feel the same, even if there's chances for different things in each of the rooms. They're all the basic standard concept.
Funny. There's two different types of dungeons.
Oh, two.
Well, there's the dungeons that you're talking about, and the dungeons with actual floor plans.
Oh.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the floor plan ones then.
The one with the witches that I was in just a few minutes ago was a dungeon with an actual floor plan.
Oh, okay.
Like, it's actually decorated and themed.
That's...
Yeah. But yeah, I'm not gonna run towards the mushroom or the dungeon when a spider is chasing me at 1 health. It's just not gonna.
I need more shovels. I'm looking.
I wish it showed where your grave was.
How do you end up making so many tools?
What do you mean?
There's like a ton of tools in these chests that are just unused.
Yeah, I make multiples of one tool if I'm going to be doing a bunch of something.
But then there's just all these tools that get shoved into a chest.
Oh my god. Why do you micromanage so much to the point where you're asking me why I craft
I'm just
things?
asking how you end up with this many tools that you don't end up using.
Because my husband goes from wanting one thing to wanting another thing to wanting another thing
Honey,
to wanting another thing.
I've literally said the same thing I've wanted since we started. Work on the village at the top.
Work on the village at the top. I want this item. We need more beds.
No.
Get some wool. Find a
sheep. All three of those things that you just mentioned are the same thing. Sheep. Sheep and work from the top
Yeah,
down.
and I was getting... And you were like, oh, we're low on freaking coal. And I was like, okay, I'm going to chop some trees down.
I didn't ask you to chop trees down. I didn't say
and
we
then
were
you
low
said,
on
help
coal.
me build.
I never said we were low on coal. I made a comment that I was low on torches. I was going to go and do it on my own because it's something I can do on my own.
278, 75, 532. Where was this? It gives an obituary. Yeah, because it spawns a grave for you so that you can go back and get your items. However, it doesn't help if you're an idiot and you don't know where you died. Is it there? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, right here. At least that spider died. That makes me happy. Oh. Bowls of mushroom stew stack now?
Thank God.
Thank God. They're good for warding off colds and sicknesses. What?
Is that what it says?
Yeah, and I have a little buff. What is this buff? Is this a base Minecraft thing or a mod thing? Comfort.
Sounds like a mod thing.
Are you motherfucking serious right now? Who throws a trident? Yeah, mushroom soup is in base Minecraft, but the buff, is that in base Minecraft? I don't think it is.
I miss Pam's Harvest Craft. Isn't that the one that gave us the kitchen?
No, that's cooking for blockheads, which we have.
Thank God.
That's why I said I wanted a kitchen, so I could cook these things. I don't think so. Okay.
Sometimes wonder if they change up how Minecraft works in their builds just to force the modders to not be able to use their mods. But that doesn't make a lot of sense.
No, I think they literally just don't know how to. So very frequently, Minecraft will just do things that don't make sense. And as well, I mean, when they do things, the once a year patch when Minecraft adds a single animal, is we make fun of it every time, but Minecraft is notorious for just not updating their game. What's an update? Do you guys want this monster or this monster? Vote here. You won't get the other one.
Why don't you just make them all?
Why don't you make both of them? No.
No, we need.
That was my biggest freaking thing.
Well, because
with that.
they probably want engagement. Where do they do the voting?
Online.
On Twitter or something?
I think so.
Because that's engagement then.
And that's great, but you could still be like, okay, well, you picked this mod. Now we're going to be doing a whole bunch of things regarding this monster. Instead, they're just like, here you go.
Here's one monster. By the way, it took us 5 months to put it together.
Here's one monster.
Not even a monster. Here's a deer.
No, the deer aren't in base Minecraft.
I know.
Deer. One of the most common things. Oh god, this is
Well, Minecraft doesn't have cars, so therefore deers don't exist.
Deers?
Deers.
Deers.
Deers. The plural of deer. Deers.
We just heard our children run through the hallway.
They're excited. Tiger's been crazy this week. Dilzik was actually irritated because Tiger was like just galumphing through the house. I can't even say Tiger runs or gallops, he galumps. Yeah.
Yeah, I can always tell when it's Tiger running down the hallway because... Did they just spawn in? Are you joking? Are you having a joke? Because if so, it's a good joke and I like it. Come here. Come on. We'll get your friends. Actually, both of you. If you both want to come, that's cool too. Oh my god, 3 of you? Oh my god. Come here. Did they just spawn in? Did everybody see this? Alright. Oh no. Okay, we're going the wrong way. We have to go this way? No, that way. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on, don't you want this? Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yummy wheat that you're probably going to de-aggro from eventually. Come on. My husband better appreciate this.
What'd you find?
Sheep.
Yeah.
And they're probably gonna die, and I need your help.
I could technically, but I don't know where you are and how to get to you, especially since it's nighttime.
Come on, stupids. Hey, Fax. I see sheep. Yeah. This was my goal for here, but I feel like they're gonna... die.
What, the sheep are gonna die?
Yeah. I feel like I'm gonna get killed because it's nighttime. I can get them close, though, at least. And if I have to run... The monsters won't attack the sheep, except for the boar.
I mean, if you leave them behind and then come back towards the sheep later on, that's fine.
The boar will kill them. North of the river. Let's go this way. On sheep. Come on. Is that a baby zombie that aggroed me from across the fucking world? Are you freaking kidding me? Where did he go? Did he get bored? Not gonna lie, a little bit rude. Where are you guys even going? Like, what the fuck? Oh, I got a deer too, apparently. Oh, great. Can I just get one of you? Can I just get one of you? Because the rest of you just, like, de-aggroed and then just booked it.
Not what they do.
Oh my fucking god! I like how it's like the sheep AI barely sees you. The enemy eye sees you from across the fucking savannah.
Fucking skeletons.
Did you guys see that?
Do you want to sleep?
You guys did see that, right? That was terrifying.
Did you spawn back at the village?
Yeah, go
Let's
to
just
sleep.
Yeah.
There was a skeleton with a fucking mariachi band inside his backpack.
What? Oh, was he playing music?
Yeah, come with me, please.
Yeah, we had that before.
Can you come with me, please?
Yeah. Hear a skeleton dying.
Good. Are you joking? Did you hit me off?
No, there's a skeleton that was burning that you ignored. You could literally hear it. That's why I was going towards it.
It is how we live our lives.
But you're also trying to jump off, and you're like just getting hurt, and you want me to jump off the same way.
Yeah, it's called being a husband.
This is why you die.
This is why I can't rely on you to jump off things.
That's a zombie in diamond armor. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can kill him. Actually, can I... get rid of his protection from the sun? He's trying to hide. Yeah. He's really strong. He too hit me.
Oh, that makes sense as to why I died then.
I don't know how we're gonna kill him though. Jumping down the side of the mountain was a horrible idea. We literally have stairs.
Yeah, this is a boss zombie. He also has a diamond backpack. I don't even know how that's possible.
Well, we have bow and arrow in the chest.
Well, he's almost dead. Kill him with fire. He has armor on. He's immune. Back.
What is he holding?
Tomato seeds.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, I dropped them when I died.
I don't even know if I'm hitting him. Probably not.
He can hit you there. Honey.
Well, we just dig down.
I had a great spot to kill him in.
Yeah, we can still do it right here. This is even better, because now he can't move.
This is cheesing.
I don't care. He's overly powerful, and he murdered both of us really quickly. And he's beelines towards us. And he moves as fast as every other fucking, like, baby zombie out there.
It's not dying!
I have my sword now. It's because of his diamond armor. This is exciting. Yeah, what about the stone sword, though? How is that going to work against this diamond armored zombie? I can't tell his hit points.
What is this?
It's ridiculous is what it is. Is there any way to get him to, like, just burn up in the sun? No, it's because he's
He
armored.
died. What did he have on him? Oh. Netherite leggings. That would be why. Does it make me faster? Protection and unbreaking, no.
If they don't break?
No, unbreaking is just defense.
Oh. Well, he's dead now. Go get your stuff.
I need you to help me get these sheep back. Thank you. Stay with me.
I don't know where
Man who just walked away from
Honey?
me. Remember the original goal with this?
No, I didn't because I got distracted by the zombie that murdered us.
Okay.
I also can't carry anything anymore.
How?
Because my inventory is full thanks to the zombie.
What did he drop?
I have tomato seeds. I have these fucking...
Come on, honey.
I don't know where you are.
Where you are. Netherite is lava and fireproof. Yikes.
There's lava under him. No, that's heated rock.
So I died around here because there's the sheep, but I don't have any wool on me.
Where's your obituary?
It doesn't show you where it is.
Here's the sheep. I don't have the way of bringing a sheep to me because I don't have any, like, anything.
Any wheat. Yeah, my body should have wheat on it. But you're gonna have to find my gravestone.
Your obituary tells you your location.
662? 802-7637. So up here. I was near the water.
All the way to the right, somewhere.
Oh, here it is. I don't need these obituaries, thank God. Did I just pick them up again? I don't need you. Where's
He's
the...
up above. He's right up here.
Come here. Come on. Come on.
We only
little
have
piece.
one.
Oh, we have a deer now, too. Ooh.
Get the fuck out of here.
Honey, can you kill that honey badger before it kills all the deer, or the...
The honey badger isn't doing anything right
It kills chickens.
now. Are there chickens here?
No, because the honey badger killed them.
Then I'm not worrying about him. I'm not going... This is how you get yourself killed. You find a monster that's dangerous to something else that is no longer in the area, and you're all like, I need to kill it in case chickens spawn again. No. No, 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 no. We leave it.
Okay, Mr. You won't stop.
There's a chicken right there.
For now.
I'm gonna get... I have seeds on it. Alright, chicken. Come here. I'll get your egg. You can't get your egg. Come on.
Piece of shit fucking sheep. Why is this so difficult?
Where am I going? all the way.
I guess if you really had to, you'd swim through the lava for your pants. I mean, wait, they don't... Do they... Wait. You can die from burning while wearing netherite, but the netherite itself won't burn. That's so weird. Okay. Come on. Come on.
Get over here, you dumb chicken.
Come on, you dumb freaking sheep. Honey, you were supposed to be defending me.
I have a chicken, I said.
Yeah, and I get that, but you were supposed to be defending me. If a creeper comes over and fucks both of us up, that's on you.
Honey, you went off without me.
I didn't. I literally moved slower than you because I have to stop.
I'm right here. Stop moving. Let's go. Keep going. Don't turn back.
Alright, you go over the giant cliff. Why did you even go over there? I like how they lose the sight of the freaking wheat for a second, and they just, well, I guess I better run away.
Come on, chicken.
All right. Come on. Come on. This thing is so annoying. Is it still with me?
Put it inside one of the houses and then leave it in there.
Get it? It can't go in the house. It's too big.
Yeah, I put the chicken inside the house.
The chicken can. It's smaller. I wish it ran, like, so if I put the weed away, it kind of books it away from me. I wish it followed me. Oh, kill that traitor that's to the right of you.
The llamas kill me. No.
Alright. Then you grab the sheep, and I'll do it.
I can't grab the sheep. I can't pick up anything else. My inventory is full. Stop worrying about doing something. Focus on the task at hand.
This is so stressful.
This is zombie somewhere around. Probably a cave under us that was hold up, lit up.
Well, remember, we're gonna clear out the cave soon. You idiot. I like how its eyes derp out. It's like my favorite thing about the sheep. Yeah, now you don't even get it because you fucked with me too much.
Go to bed.
Alright, but I want to kill the villager, or the, what's his name up there? Oh, we need to end soon. It is almost 2. It's 1:30.
You ever bother collecting chickens? It was easier to grab a bunch of eggs and throw eggs until chickens happen.
Yeah.
It's true. But the chicken was really easy for me to grab. He's downstairs. I could just bring him up. I don't even have a pen for him, so he's gonna sit in that one little room. He lives in that house.
Honey, here.
Just for now.
Honey, where are you?
Up the stairs.
Okay, you get the netherite leggings.
I don't want the netherite leggings.
Do you want the leather legging?
Nope.
Honey?
Well, probably leather at the moment.
Alright.
Give me the leather. Because I'm not gonna keep them.
Oh,
I will eventually make the mage stuff.
Is your weed sword?
It makes the use of mana a lot less.
Because you're a
It's
wizard?
as strong as the iron stuff, and my mana output.
And because you're a wizard?
Mushroom.
Yes, because I'm a wizard.
Thank
Van
you,
Jake,
Dane.
thank you for the follow.
Thank you.
A leather worker. You're a freaking leather worker. How do we have a leather worker?
Because we have a cauldron.
How do I have some?
We got the cauldron from the dungeon. Got the cauldron from the dungeon. It was a chest with a cauldron in it.
Mm-hmm.
Why'd you wet that?
Arrow. Raw venison. So, stop growing here. This area, I am leveling out. Come here.
Where?
To this height.
Okay, that's fine.
There is a cave system underneath that is lit up with torches. I am going to be making sure it's semi-filled a bit. Because all it is just basic cobblestone. Because we're going to be able to build houses and stuff. We could move the bell up to here, like right here.
To fill the bell.
And then they'd all gather right here. And then once we get the blacksmith being able to sell us stuff, then we can start moving them back down. We can tear out those stalls that are down there and turn it into other stuff.
We could also just have another shop area.
They don't do anything with it.
Well, I mean, that could be the town square.
Well, yeah, that could be, but at the same time, if we start building right there, they'll probably be able to push them down lower. And we're slowly moving them down the mountain, remember? Until we get them downstairs. We can't have it all, like, stuck in one area because it, like, was killer on the frame rate once that one town in the beginning.
Where did you put the oven?
Well,
Oh, there it is.
I didn't put it, you put it. Shit.
What? What's wrong?
I accidentally said make as many as possible. Now I have 5, 6, 7, 8 shovels.
Oh no.
Well, I have been using them. They will get used. But it's kind of sort of filling up my inventory.
Your hands.
Alright. There's a kitty over here that doesn't know any love because it hasn't been fed fish. We have been getting so many cats just populating up here. It's driving me nuts how many we have that we can't.
We have raw salmon
Where?
in my hands.
Find the kitties that are wandering around and they're like all over.
Come here, kitty. Where you going? You're moving around. Kitty. Kitty. No, kitty, you stupid bitch. If we kill the cat, it will give us strength.
No, leave the kitty.
What about this one? This one seems less dramatic.
probably need to stop trying to murder the kitty.
Yeah. Where did my kitty go?
Buddy, he just jumped out.
He's a bad kitty.
He's not a bad kitty. He's wrong.
He's a bad kitty who deserves no love.
I think you deserve love at this point.
Whoa. I've acquired kitty. This is a jaunty tune here.
I can't even hear it. It's not playing mine. Another kitty over here. It looks like Tiger.
Butters?
Yeah, it's Butters.
Butters. Where's the others?
Where's Butters?
Yes! I had to do the shears. You can shear the beehive as long as the campfire is running,
Yeah,
and they won't aggro you.
Go and shear the sheep.
Oh yes, I will do that. I completely forgot. That's why we got
We
him.
can probably fit 3 to 4 beds in the one blacksmith.
Well, if we can get another sheep, this will be a great success. The iron golem is desperately trying to get into the village.
The stairs that I built down there need to be torn up at some point, but I just figure the iron golem that's outside the village can probably just die up there. They'll
Well,
eventually
I
make a
mean,
new
he'll
one.
eventually save the village and serve his purpose.
Already gone through 2 shovels.
Wood. Where's the wood? Where did the wood go? Had it. Oh, it's here. Spruce. Start. It just did something stupid. You know, besides existing 90% of the life. Do we have any, like, colors? I want some color. Beds.
Another kitty.
Yeah. They're so happy. These little bees are so happy. They'll be even more happy if I make another beehive. Can I make another beehive?
Where are you going to make another?
Wherever I want. Did you just take those honeycomb? Oh, no, they're
I'm
here.
moving things around. And I'm
Where do you
trying
want another beehive? Where do you think you could?
I don't want to worry about another beehive right now. I want to terraform and build houses in that one section. Trying to expand the village. Beds, houses. That's it right now. We'll worry about beehives and everything later.
Okay, well, I just put in 2 more beds. So there's 3 beds down here, but the villagers have to go too far in order to mate, so...
That's why I said move the bell up.
Oh, you wanted me to do that?
Yes, go ahead and do that. I'm right now, my focus has been on clearing this one area and flattening it, so we can start building more over here. Except we should probably go to bed now. Yep.
Will you be tamed with one fish?
This giant
Are you
tree
the chosen
just grew.
kitty?
What?
Are you the chosen kitty?
There's another cat up here running around.
Did you just jump off the cliff in order to avoid being loved by me?
A lot of cats are doing that.
Ugh, that's so dramatic. That's so something a cat would do.
Into another shovel.
Sticks.
What tree is that? The dark oak? Does it need to be in a 4x4 pattern?
Yes, it needs to be in a 4x4.
What if I only have two of the trees?
Then you can't make more of it.
I only have 2.
There might be more on the ground. Double check.
There's not.
Okay, well then just keep them and I'll go to the Dark Oak Forest later. It's really not the end of the world, in all honesty. So don't worry about it.
Our oak log. Trees. Dark oak trees.
What else was I doing?
Lemony lemon tree? I don't know.
Do you want a lemony lemon tree?
No, I don't want a lemony lemon tree. Stop trying to grow things right now.
Okay.
I was trying to move stuff around just so it's a little bit more organized. Oh, the red mushrooms will need this.
Did you make that lemon tree?
No, I tore it down because you planted it in an area I was leveling.
No. You've done a good job with this area, though.
so much work left, but I have so many shovels I accidentally made.
You want me to tear down these stairs in the back?
Which stairs? The ones that are leading down the mountain to nothing?
Yeah.
If you want, or you can just gate it off because that's a mine of some sort, and I don't know how deep it goes. I didn't bother looking.
It's fine. I'll tear them out.
But that's where the golem was. I only built those stairs because there were 2 villagers there that were stuck. Once I built the stairs, they walked up into the village, and I just kind of left them.
Well, that's because this area is super weird.
Yeah, but we've got them under control now because now all the villagers are in one area.
If you'd like, I can start digging out this mine.
I'd rather not make anything up on the mountain as a mine because in order to get anything functional as a mine, we actually need to go further down. And on the mountain, you're giving yourself a handicap for how deep you have to dig. The mine should be at the base of the mountain.
Okay.
Because we're going to need diamonds at some point. Specifically for, if you want to do Botania, you're going to need diamonds for Botania.
Well, we will get diamonds from dungeon delving, and that'll be more exciting than mining for hours and hours and hours.
I actually don't mind doing the mining at times. It's kind of like relaxing.
That's what you want.
We could do it also from dungeon delving, but dungeon delving is a lot less precise, and at least with the mine, I usually get us a shit ton of iron.
Yes. Whatever you desire.
Me too.
I am so sorry.
What'd you do?
I got it stuck.
Got what's...
This bee.
Is it nighttime?
No. But the cabbages are growing, and they haven't harvested them, which is nice. I like this.
What?
I like what we did. I will say, we are, We're hitting that point where we need more houses, honey. But
I know, that's why I wanted. Remember what I said? What we were concentrating. We have one sheep. It would be nice to get a second one, and if we get the second one, we can stop worrying about the sheep. And terraforming to build houses. We will get more.
So what
houses.
do I do? What do you want me to do?
You can build houses and or look for the sheep. Up to you.
So I can be little Boo.
Yes, though I don't recommend you go out on your own unless you're planning to do something, and bring a bed or something. Make a bed from the sheep that's there and take it with you. Because you dying because you're out there is getting old.
Don't be a grumpy.
Not being in a ground.
I'm being a little bit of a
No,
grumpy.
but it's harder when you die and all of your stuff gets left behind, because then you're freaking out, you're having a problem with it. I understand it, but we can alleviate that if you carry a bed with you. Then you can dig yourself into a mountainside for all you like, and then shove a bed on the ground and just sleep. And I can lose track of time because I'm filling up a hole I probably shouldn't be working this hard on to fill up. Like now. Do you have a bed with you?
Yeah, I'm in bed.
Flattening this one area.
You swear? You shouldn't swear.
It's just
It's against
it's
the
just a
rules.
pain. I probably should have just let it be one more step higher than what it is, but I was like, but I want it to match the other area. I made 8 shovels, I'm down to 2. I've gone through 6 shovels, like flattening it.
There should be more shovels. Where did they all
I
go?
can easily make more. No, I've already used all the extra ones.
I'm gonna go chop trees, because that is something that we need.
That is something we need. There is a villager here without a job. That's probably a good thing. There's
Yeah,
2
that's-
villagers without jobs.
Yeah. Leave them be. Wait, why haven't we seen children, but we keep finding villagers without jobs?
We might have had too many villagers in the end, and now.
Oh no, I moved the grindstones. That's why they exist.
Why did you move them?
Because I needed to move. They were in a weird position.
Did you just go into the goddamn mine? You did. Stay the fuck out of there.
You're gonna have to put up a wall or something.
No, that's why I'm filling it. Well, I'm filling it to an extent, and then I'm just leaving torches down there and covering it.
Honey,
What?
we need to get going.
I know
We
do.
need to end. It's 2.
Is it 2 o'clock exactly?
It's 1:57.
Okay.
I know you're having fun. If you wake up early tomorrow morning, we can play this
I'm
game
not gonna
tomorrow.
wake up early tomorrow. I can tell you that right now.
Yes! Shh. Don't spit at me. Honey, they do like no damage.
They have wrecked me before, so I'm gonna deal with it.
The Wild West. Now we can get as many sheep as we want.
Glad to keep you.
Yeah.
Alright.
We're done?
I think I filled up the mine. Well, at least enough. Yeah, we're done if you want.
Okay. That'll be it.
We'll continue this another time.
As always, I have fun playing Minecraft. Dilly usually has fun playing Minecraft.
Something.
I like being around Dilly. But Let's see who's
What do you
streaming.
mean, but?
But let's see who's streaming. We can raid Chris, who is playing Fortnite for the very first time. Well, technically it's like her third time, but you should go say hi to Chris. Tell her we said hi, and I wish you guys much love.
Bye!